month. And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $999 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $999 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow, nobody builds a better fire.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Good evening, welcome to Johnston High School. Dar Danielson with you here tonight as we get ready for Johnston and Urbandale, and a matchup that generally is a pretty spirited one here. A couple Cade rivals, although Johnston is on a little bit of a more of an upswing on both sides of the ball, both the boys and girls, I think, here tonight as we come into these ball games. A lot of times it's been a real close rivalry depending on how close the two teams, not depending on how good the two teams are. Usually the boys, they play pretty close. The girls, too. There's just a rivalry here, a natural one that has developed over the years between these two teams.
Well, really, with Urbandale being just right up the road, these kids know each other. They might have went to the same middle school as each other. They live in the same neighborhood. And one thing about Johnston and Urbandale, like you said, it's always going to be close. Even though Johnston is maybe more of like the more dominant team, Urbandale's still going to be out for this game.
And for these two teams, the girls' teams here tonight, they will meet again maybe here as we look at the Class 5A Region 2. Urbandale will play Des Moines North in an opening round game on the 17th. Johnston has a bye as the top seed, and then they'll play the winner of that game. And I think if you look at that, Urbandale should come out on top of Des Moines North, looking at the comparative records and what they've done this year. So it could be another matchup where they meet here again. And for Johnston, we kind of talked about in the past, for them, they've been rated high. They've had a great season, and they just got to keep looking forward and keep playing forward all season long. They can't, look and see who they're playing and what their record is. They just got to come out and keep improving themselves all season and every game.
Well, definitely. This is a team that, they lost last year in the first round of the state girls basketball tournament. This year I feel like, they want to get to the championship game. They want to win the championship game. I think that's it's the biggest thing. This is a more mature team. They want to go farther this year than they did last year. Last year was good to get to the state tournament, but I think the team definitely probably wanted to progress a little bit further. But that's why they're here this year, and that's why I believe they're ranked number 2.
Mm-hmm. They are ranked number 2. New ratings will come out, I think, next week. But the final ratings are out for the other classes, but they'll have the final ratings for 5A will come out next week, I believe. Ankeny Centennial still on top of the ratings there. Then it's Johnston and Iowa City High, Cedar Falls, Waukee, Indianola, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy, Linn-Mar, Davenport North, Southeast Polk, Valley, Iowa City West, Dowling, Pleasant Valley, and Cedar Rapids Wash. So at this point in the year, too, Johnston has faced a lot of those other teams and kind of had a chance to test their mettle, see where they're at. And for the most part, most of those games, they've come out on top.
Well, yeah, like you look at those rankings, 7 out of the CIML are in the top 15. So this is a Johnston team and really Urbandale for the most part, that's battle tested. They've seen some of the best teams in the state in Class 5A. So should be pretty ready to go by the time postseason starts. Well, really, we are at postseason anyway. So.
Pretty close, yeah. Starting next week here, and they'll get to it for the girls, and then the week after that for the boys. Urbandale's kind of in a rebuilding situation. Gary Birdwell, for years, had been an assistant of the boys team, and then moved up to the girls head coach when that spot became open. I know him pretty well. He coached my son as freshman boys coach back when my son played at Urbandale. He's a really great guy, and he's really worked hard on this Urbandale team and trying to bring it along. And the trouble is, as we talked about it, they may see a lot of improvement, but you got to have a lot of improvement to get up near the top of this conference and in this class.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, obviously, it's a different team this year compared to the teams that Urbandale's had in the past. But like you said, I mean, yeah, you can improve every game, but it's the biggest thing I feel like is the result that matters the most. I mean, we could say, yeah, we're getting better, but it's all about, the W and the L pretty much when it comes down to it.
You look at these two teams coming in, Urbandale averaging 42 points a game, and Johnston just about 67, and you see 3 double-digit scores for Johnston and 2 for Urbandale. And so, and that's the big thing. And as we've seen all season long with Johnston, not only offensively but defensively, they pose so many big problems, literally big problems, in that back line back there, with Knuth and Hinders, and so that's a big key for all teams that have had a lot of trouble scoring against them.
And you look at Urbandale's roster, their tallest member of their team is Kennedy Kratt, who stands at 5'11". She'll probably go matched up against Taryn Knuth, 6'4" for Johnston. And Knuth is an absolute force underneath that bucket, so Kratt's going to have to hold her own tonight.
And one of the things that allows, with her and Hinders under the basket, it also allows the players up higher to play a little tighter, to play a little closer, not give up, as many open looks outside, because they know maybe if they make a mistake a little bit and somebody drives by them, you still got a couple, erasers underneath that can maybe clean up a mistake.
Yeah, not only with those outside shooters, but Johnson's a team that has great depth off the bench, I believe. I mean, you have the starting 5, and that includes Hinders and Knuth, but they got players like Julia Beswick that come off the bench, and Paige Sheeran, just to name a few, that come off the bench and do a tremendous job for the Dragons.
Well, we're just a few minutes away from the starting lineups here and the opening tip of this ball game tonight. It's Johnston hosting Urbandale here in the second matchup of these two of the season. Johnston swept both the games, the boys and girls, the first matchup. We'll take a break here, and we'll do that and come back with more right after this.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Truck month. And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
It's
back at Johnston High School. Dart Danielson, Kay Jones, getting ready to bring you our game here on CISN.TV as we wind down the girls' regular season. And the boys will still have another week or so, but the girls will get into regional play not too long here, and getting ready for the starting lineups tonight at Johnston. And it's 13-3, second-rated Johnston against 7-13 Urbandale. And
I'll tell you one thing, Dar, one thing about this announcer, it's always funny. The public address announcer, he is an avid Johnston. He loves the Johnston Dragons, let's just say that. It's always good to have him. I wish I knew his name, but he's always very welcoming every time we come here, I know.
And the starter's D.D. Pryor for Urbandale, who is a 5'7" freshman. Julia Beswick, the 5'6" senior for Johnston.
Looks like Johnston's going to start out all their seniors. I know it's their senior night tonight. Usually Julia's kind of like the old Matt Thomas that comes off the bench and just does a lot of good work. But
for the Dragons, 5'10" senior, team leading 36 3-pointers.
And Malia Cole, 5'7" freshman for Urbandale. And Haley Towers, 5'10" senior for Johnston. Brooke Dannenfeld, the 5'9" freshman for Urbandale. So 5 freshman starters tonight.
I'll tell you one thing, Coach Birdwell has to be pretty excited for the future if he's got a lot of freshmen starting.
Shayna Stubbs, a 5'9" senior for the Dragons. Katie Heller, a 5'10" sophomore for Urbandale.
She's 5'11". She's averaging 16.1 points per game. Number 42, Rachel Hinder.
Rachel Hinder is a 5'11" senior. As you said, senior night, that could be kind of emotional sometimes too.
Number 44, Kennedy Crock.
Kennedy Crock, 5'11" senior for Urbandale.
And for the Dragons, junior 6'4", averaging 17.1 points per game. Number 44, Taryn
Knuth. The final
At this time, let's please rise
starter here for the Dragons.
by Johnston senior Greta Hammond.
And we'll pause here for our national anthem. Nice job on the national anthem, and we're about ready for basketball here on CISN.TV. And talked about it. They start with those seniors, and then depending on how things go, usually you'll play them a little bit, and then if there aren't the starters, you bring in the other starters, and it's kind of nice to get a chance to have the seniors have that one last chance out there. And a lot of times, if you're not a starter, though, you're doing a lot in practice. You're doing a lot to help off the bench. As you say here, they got depth for Johnston, and so it's nice to get that recognition on senior night.
Most definitely. I mean, being a senior, I remember my last, senior home, whether it be a football game or wrestling match, it's always emotional, and you don't want to go out on senior night with a loss, and I think that's what Johnston's got to be thinking right here. Especially comes against Urbandale, too.
It doesn't matter what sport you're in, it always comes up too fast, it seems like. Here's the tip, controlled by Johnston. Over on the left wing, lob it underneath, up and good by Knuth.
Expect Johnston to establish that game, to establish that part of their offense early and often, especially tonight.
And pressure by Johnston. Urbandale gets it across. We've still got a trap out high. They have 4 Johnston players up there, and that steal it as Bestwick gets it and get it up ahead to Knuth. Now they'll reset the offense here.
There's like a 2-3 zone being applied there by Urbandale.
Yep. Inside to Hinders. She rolls around and down.
Hinders 2.
And pressure again. Now they throw it quick up over the top. 4-0. Johnston.
Does it look like a kicking call?
And it'll go out of bounds to Urbandale. Just about a minute gone here. 4-0 Johnston. Early going into Croc.
I mean, you want to probably get Croc. I believe she's like their leading scorer, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So Knuth steps on the out of bounds right there.
And back to Urbandale to set up in the box there. Urbandale in the blue uniforms, the dark ones, the light uniforms, home uniforms. Johnson into Croc. And that one's off, and the rebound comes off to Hinders. Up the right side to Bestwick. Back over to her now. She dribbles in. And they'll reverse it around. Now looking in on the post. Rocked right there and saw that, and good defense. Took it away. And now
Mac played good aggressive defense right there. Especially on Knuth. That's what you have to do against a tall force like Knuth is.
Elbow jumper is good by Katie Heller. Gets Urbandale on the board. 4-2, and then a foul up top on the drive.
That was on number 3, Pryor, D.D. Pryor.
First foul of the ball game. Comes into Knuth. She can't quite handle it. Kicks it back outside. Up top with it. Looking against that zone. Working it around. Now into Hinders on the block. Back outside for the jumper. Right side is good by Julia Bestwick. And pressure again. Croc will take it. Throws it up. All the way in and didn't quite get it to go. Little bump in there with D.D. Pryor, but they let it go that time. Probably good call. Nothing
too big as go right inside of Knuth, and that's enough said after that.
Yep, right back to Knuth. 8-2. Down the other way, Croc had an open teammate, Brooke Dannenfeld, under the basket. And a better pass, and she would have had it behind the defense, and maybe a good look at a wide open shot there.
He's had a man, but just couldn't get the feed in.
Sometimes that pressure, it doesn't get you the steal right away off the miss there, but it forces you into mistakes that end up in the turnover. And that's what happened that time. But now Johnson will drop back. Here comes Urbandale to try to throw it inside. It's knocked away.
Good job there by Haley Towers getting her hands up right there and disrupting that pass.
And Urbandale will inbound it under their own bucket again. D.D. Pryor. As they set up the box, screen down and across.
Definitely trying to get Crod open, but
not there, so they'll run it outside. Now they get it to Croc. Pull up jumper. Got it. Looked like it might be a little too hard off the glass, but it hangs on there. And it's 8-4.
It's a big defensive possession here for Urbandale. Just didn't really get back in this game.
Inside and blocked by Crott. She gets the ball. Blocked Knuth there and comes down with the ball. So good play by her inside.
Good defense there by Towers, but still Urbandale's possession there.
Defensively, Johnson's slowing it down, but it almost might play in the hands of Urbandale as you keep the point total down against Johnston. That might, you stay a little closer to him. We'll see here. And to D.D. Meyer. or Pryor rather. And the elbow. Drive in the middle and back out. Pryor with it outside, looks for Crott. In, up, and nice move inside. She's got 4 points, and it's an 8-6 ball game.
Crott, no fear going right inside where, hinders in Knuth. That's the strength of Johnston right there.
Good passing by Johnston over for the open three. Rolls off the rim, and a battle for it, and it comes out. And Urbandale runs it down. Dannenfeld. But
Towers, a terrific three-point shooter, I believe. I think she was leading the conference, I believe. I think it was whatever the announcer said, I believe.
So Urbandale showing a little bit defensively here. Rebounding, playing defense inside. Here's a jumper. No good. Rebound. Comes off, and then a tie-up. And that'll stay with Urbandale.
Urbandale staying with the Dragons so far.
Dee Pryor reached in there.
Looks like it looks like Siren, Ellie Brown, and Jenna Johnson check in.
Okay. And Rachel Noah into the ball game for Urbandale.
Knocked away by Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, she steps on the line.
The line, they're trying to get it inside to Brooke Dannenfeld. Right into the double team, though.
Looks like a timeout's going to be called by Coach Birdwell right there.
Timeout Urbandale, 8-6. Johnston leading here. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
We're at Johnston High School, 3:29 to play in the first quarter. Dar Danielson along with Cade Jones here. Urbandale will have the ball under the basket there in the dark uniforms. Johnson in the home whites here looking to get it in. Lobbed it out, almost knocked away, saved. Here comes a wide open look underneath.
What an athletic play there by Ellie Brown. And Paige Searon did a great job of keeping that ball alive.
Yep.
There's Shayna Stubbs. She's great on the defensive side.
She just poked it out of there and then had Knuth running the floor and looked up the floor and saw her. And that's the one thing about Knuth, too. We talked about her defensively, but she runs the floor quickly. You get down there and her teammates know.
A bad pass there by Urbandale.
Here's a steal by Ellie Brown. Throws it up top to Jenna Johnson. Siren over there. Now back across. So Brown drives in, leaves it short off the glass, and the rebound pulled out of there by Urbandale. Malia Cole. Under 3 minutes to play first quarter. 10-6 Johnston.
Closer game than I think both of us predicted so far in the first quarter. It still is.
Steal, but back the other way with it. Urbandale. And up and good. Brooke Dannenfeld.
Johnson lost their focus right there. Got kind of got a steal to get it maybe back in their possession, but Urbandale Dannenfeld makes a good defensive play and lays it up.
Yeah, that time they looked up the floor and Brooke Dannenfeld snuck it away there. Brown, long three off, no good, and that's going to stay with Urbandale. Man, I thought maybe she didn't touch it.
So
I thought Siren got a hand on that before it went out of bounds, but I guess not. The official was right there and gave it back to Johnston. And here comes Johnston with a 2-point lead. 2:22 to play first quarter. 2-3 zone. Oh, that's a high pass, and it's taken by Malia Cole for Urbandale.
Johnson was ready for that.
Here's a three, no good. And the rebound comes off to Jenna Johnson.
And kind of a
baseline.
Dangerous pass there.
Yep. Back around the top. And now Brown will throw it up top to Siren, reverse it over left side to Hinders, now back around. Going to work that zone with the passing. Knuth not in there.
Running jumper there by Paige Siren. A little mustard on that one. That was a good one.
You heard Gary Birdwell, Coach Urbandale, call short, and it did come short, but rolled in.
And a great steal at the inbound pass by Siren, too, and Johnson.
Yep, and then a foul on the drive. that's Miley Cole. Her first, and Jenna Johnston will go to the line. Hits that one.
On the court for Urbandale, Kennedy Crock. Back in the game for the Dragons, Haley Towers.
Shooting 63% from the free throw line. Crock back in there for Urbandale. Second free throw bounces off and is rebounded by Urbandale. Katie Heller. Some pressure. Gets some help by Pryor. Pryor takes it across.
And Towers gives up that position. And
yeah, nice move.
That's what they can't. Johnston, in a way, Urbandale is maybe not as big as far as like height-wise. It's not as tall as Johnston, but they can have some quickness there with, with people that are like 5'7", 5'7".
Cole hits the free throw. She'll get another one. She's a 58% free throw shooter, but hits 2. And we got a 3-point game. So Urbandale hanging right in there. And back outside.
Towers, had her dribble poked away there.
Well, the Urbandale pretty scrappy here. They're, moving their hands, playing some good defense early going against Johnston.
With that 2-3 zone that they applied, just maybe causing Johnston some problems, especially on the offensive side. And Johnston's not really focusing too hard, really.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. You beat a team, they beat them pretty handily in that first game, and sometimes it's easy to, take them for granted a little bit. Inside drive, off, no good. Rebound back to Urbandale. There's a 3, no good, and that'll come off to Johnston. 20 seconds to go. On the run, on the break, and couldn't quite handle it, and it's stolen away from Jenna Johnston. And almost out there, no man's land. Here's another 3, and that one's off, no good. 5 seconds.
Great action.
4,
Johnston just
stolen again. Now stolen back. 1 second. Time's gonna run out before they get a shot off. It'll be 13-10. Johnston at the end of 1. We'll take a break and back with the second quarter after this.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow, nobody builds a better fire.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
At Johnston High School, Dar Danielson, Kate Jones on CISN.TV. As we get ready to go to the second quarter, 13-10 lead for Johnston, and what a flurry there at the end of the half, Cade. Ball, I don't know how many times it changed hands, but nobody got a shot off then.
Johnston's just not like playing the crisp basketball that I've seen him play, been accustomed to seeing them play. Hopefully they can pick it up the second quarter.
Knuth comes back in. We'll see if that changes things. And right there it does as she gets a rebound. As Urbandale was not giving them many second chance shots with Knuth out of there. They matched up better defensively. Now inside and brings the ball down. You don't want to do that. Back outside for 3. No good. Rebound. Kropp pulls it down, and she gets it out of there quickly. Urbandale going to go on the move. And just kind of a slow start here by Johnston.
Yeah, sleepwalking a little bit through that first quarter. She's made some mistakes that a lot of it's just hustle mistakes, effort, big technique, and no shots blocked there by Knuth. Great job.
I think Kropp was too far deep on the baseline anyway on that one, and then Knuth blocks it. So 7:01 to play now in the second. Almost a minute gone. They throw it out deep to D.D. Pryor. Inside to Crott and off of Johnston, I think. Yep. And
so one of these two teams needs like a spark, I think.
Yeah,
they can start to get hot because
Urbandale had a couple outside threes they shot and they missed them, and they haven't. Neither team's gone on a real run here. We talk about all the time basketball's runs, but neither one's put together a good run yet. Maybe it's the cold weather outside.
It's really cold weather. It was brutal walking
across. It's going to get worse too. Into Crott in the lane, jumper is off, no good, and so a chance for Urbandale to cut it to one, and they can't.
And Urbandale's had chances to bring this one close, but
back inside to Hinders, up and good.
Does a good job by Haley Towers locating Hinders, and Hinders does the rest.
15-10. Johnston. Here comes Crott, dribbles it in, loses a handle on it. Out of control there. We'll see if this run we talked about. Ellie Brown goes in and
draws the
gets
foul.
Fouled. D.D. Pryor, her second personal, third team foul on Urbandale, and free throw is good by Ellie Brown. She'll get another one. She's shooting 72% from the free throw line. And he'll get another one here. Try to make it a 7-point lead, and she does.
Johnston starting to get on a roll so far. Got a 4-0 run just to start the second quarter.
Yeah. Comes Urbandale, pressure again to get it to Crott. She goes in, puts it off the glass, so their leading scorer responds.
Split two defenders as well, going right in.
17-12. Lob over the top and through the hands of Knuth.
That's what could have pulled up for that one.
Back the block now out to Brown for three. Good. Nope. I thought it was going to go, but it just last second, boom.
So the trajectory was good on it, but
yeah, a little short. About to say good, but it just came up short. And here comes Urbandale.
And there's the steal.
Yep. Anders stepping in front.
She timed that perfectly.
And she's got 4 points here in the second quarter. And it's up to a 7-point lead, the biggest for Johnston of the night.
I'll tell you one thing, Johnston's just playing once they're just right on Urbandale, right, and then right there is a prime example right there, just right in on right when they get the inbound pass. But Urbandale's not backing off either.
The pressure will take its toll eventually on you, and Brown loses it. And here comes Urbandale the other way. Pryor, she's not scared to drive in there, and she takes it to the hole and gets the foul.
Coach Gillick had a few words there for Ellie Brown. I'm not sure what it was, but encouragement.
Go against Ellie Brown. Free throw is good. Pryor gets on the board. Second one is good.
(19-14). Just kind of like a different game than I thought it was really going to be so far. Urbandale's playing scrappy, like you said, with Johnston.
Lob it across to Knuth. She'll drive in, takes it all the way to the hole and off the glass. And Knuth has 8. Lead back up to 7 for Johnston.
That's definitely the type of play Johnston's play. Get Knuth, she averages like 17.1 points a game. Feed her the ball.
Almost, yeah. They bailed her out. Ellie Brown did with the foul. They had D.D. Pryor almost trapped in the corner there. And one thing you got to do is keep moving your feet on defense. You can't move that hip out. She got called for the foul there. Just a second team foul on Johnston. Second also, both of them are on Ellie Brown. 4:15 to play here in the first half. 21-14. Johnston down the lane, up and no good. A little too hard there by Heller. Here comes Johnston back the other way. Sarin gets it out. Now lobs into Knuth. And the bucket and the foul.
Johnston, one of their prime plays, just feed it to Knuth, and she just she's quite the force underneath that bucket.
So all of a sudden looking at a 10-point lead here.
This is the spark that we talked about. You know, somebody has to get going, and Knuth's really, along with her and Rachel Henders, and there's a timeout called by Coach Birdwell.
So it's 24-14, 3:58 to play first half. We'll be back right after this.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
We are at Johnston High School. Dar Danielson, Kate Jones on CISN.TV. Johnston has built their biggest lead of the game here. A 10-point lead, 24-10, outscored Urbandale to start the second quarter, 10-4, and keep the pressure on, and almost poked away there by Sheena Stubbs, but it'll go back to Urbandale. They're in the dark uniforms, Johnston in the white.
Such a special rivalry. I mean, I think it can be friendly, but I think it can be very fierce sometimes, Dars.
Ooh, very nice drive inside by Dee Pryor. It can be, but it's got to be a rivalry where, you know, rivalries are when you win. And there's a three by Sarin.
Paige Sarin, a player that comes off the bench, but she is one that does a great job. Really came on to the scene last year and did some good things for Coach Agilick's state tournament qualifying team.
So a 11-point lead now. And Urbandale got the drive and the bucket, but then the answer with the three by Johnston, the first three of the game by either team. Pryor looked at it, now she goes inside, try to get that pass. It's tough to do, though, through the middle of the lane.
And Taryn Knuth's down there. Nice little screen there by Henders, and Knuth does the rest.
Got 7 here in the second quarter for 13 overall. As this leads up to 13 now, and here's where Urbandale takes those quick shots, and Johnston can make you pay coming back the other way. Stubbs with it. Up top. Out for three. Rattles down, out, no good, and then they're going to call Knuth, I think, over the back. And the foul there. And Rachel Noah into the ball game for Urbandale. Pressure again by Johnston.
Johnston, you know, they have that 13-point lead, but, you know, right here, you know, Urbandale, so far this quarter is not making anything better on themselves.
Stubbs up and no good. Rebound. Henders put back and good. Well, Johnston's turned the pressure up a little bit too, especially when they get into the front court. They're trying to get him trapped in that corner, and they're not easing up at all on that. Dannenfeld will bring it across, and then there you see, and she didn't stop her dribble, but as soon as you stop her dribble, you got two Johnston Dragons all over you. And
Johnston aggressive defense so far.
Defending off the ball too.
I think the man-to-man's, you know, taking Urbandale off their game as well. His mistakes, one after another for the Jayhawks. It's not looking too good.
Pressure now mounting. 1:28 to play here in the first half, 31-16. Brooke Wilmus into the ball game. I know she's an outstanding softball player, and then had that injury to her. Was her knee, I think?
Yeah, I think it was her knee. And yeah, Brooke Wilmus and Haley Towers make up a great Johnston softball team.
Lob inside to Hinders, up and good.
Having a great senior night as Hinders. I think that is 10.
Yep,
so
8 here in the second quarter, 10 overall for Hinders. It's 33-16 now, as they've doubled up on Urbandale. The defense has kind of turned into offense for them, and there's a travel as Katie Heller took an extra step.
Got a minute left. Johnston now in firm control. Put together so far a really good second quarter. I think 20-point second quarter so far, that is.
And outscored Urbandale 20-6 here in the second quarter. There's a 3, good.
Jenna Johnson, 5'10" sophomore. Played a lot last year as a freshman, did some really nice things.
Quickly puts the lead up to 20. And Urbandale needs to come down and get a bucket. First, they got to break this pressure. It's been a problem for them.
I don't know if they're going to get that across. They probably will not.
No, there's the 10 count.
It's just that aggressive defense of Johnson is just really causing Urbandale a lot of fits.
The best way to beat that pressure is to pass, not dribble. Get it, pass, quick, pass, and move to the open spot. Kennedy Crott comes back in. And almost a foul against Wilmus there, but Leah Cole came at her hard, but now 10 seconds. You've got to look at the clock. I don't think they'd see that.
Yeah.
5, 4.
I'm trying to get it inside the Hinders. He loses control of the dribble.
And with 1 second to go, it'll go back to Urbandale. So
and Taryn Knuth checks in. Looks like for
just
Johnson.
a little, yeah, maybe a little
Hinders.
back end defense there. Might as well bring everybody back. You don't want to foul. And that'll do it for the first half. 36-16. Johnston pulls away here in the second quarter. We'll take a break and come back and look at the first half scoring right after this.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow, nobody builds a better fire.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Truck Month. And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1 LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
We are at halftime at Johnston High School. Johnston Dragons leading Urbandale 36-16. Dar Danielson with you along with Cade Jones on CISN.TV. Run down the first half scoring for you for Urbandale. Kennedy Crott, 6 points, 4 for Dee Pryor, 2 apiece for Malia Cole, Brooke Dannenfeld, and Katie Heller. For Johnston, Taryn Knuth has 13, 10 for Rachel Hinders, 5 for Paige Searon, 4 for Jenna Johnson, 2 for Julie Bestwick, and 1 for Ellie Brown. It was 13-10, Johnston after 1. Then they outscored them there 23-6 in the second quarter. They go up 36-16. A little slow start, Cade, for Johnston, but then that defense pressure started doing the job, forcing turnovers and giving them some easy baskets.
I tell you, I think Coach Julik had some, words, probably in the break between the first and the second quarters, just saying, I think really the way Johnston played in that first quarter, it's one of those games I feel like where it'll come eventually. It's just one of those games where you just got to have to make your own breaks in a way. I mean, and you kind of limit the turnovers, especially Johnston was kind of sloppy with the basketball a little bit in that first quarter, but they eventually, picked it up. I think Coach Julik just said, hey, slow down on the turnovers, and we just got to play the way we know how to play.
And they pressured a lot. Only 3 fouls called, though, when playing that pressure. But talked about it. Sometimes those pressures don't lead to direct steals, but they grind you down slowly. And then we saw a few times Urbandale. Then they got, that lead started building, and they'd come down and travel, or they'd come down and make a bad pass a little too hard and throw it away, and it just kind of builds on you. And especially with a young team here for Urbandale, you're starting 3 freshmen. Those are the kind of things you got to learn and how to, deal with that kind of pressure and not, there's going to be runs, but it's how you react to those runs is the key in a ball game.
Yeah, the biggest thing, Urbandale, they're still in the learning phase. This late in the season, but having freshmen on the team, it does count for some later or just some growing pains, but no doubt they'll get better next year. And they played a very, very competitive first half. I really felt, regardless of some turnovers and some maybe lack of technique or focus or anything like that, they still played a very, very hard first half, I personally think.
So at halftime, it's 36-16. Johnston leading Urbandale, and we'll take another break here and come back with more after this.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow, nobody builds a better fire.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Back at Johnston High School, wrapping up the halftime here. We talked about it earlier, Cade. These two teams are in Region 2 together. Urbandale will play Des Moines North on the 17th, which is Wednesday the 17th. Then the winner of that game advances. Good news is you win. The bad news is you advance to play Johnston here in Johnston on the Saturday. The other side of that bracket has Cedar Rapids Wash and Davenport West. And
I don't know a whole lot about it. I know Cedar Rapids, Washington, because I know that's my neck of the woods back at home.
I don't think either one of those teams are in the top. No.
Rapids,
well, Wash is 15. Okay, so they're 12-6, so they've got a pretty good record there. So that would be, I think they might be the one that might advance through if Johnson then would beat the winner of the Urbandale North game, and that would set up a big game there in the semifinal to go to win the bracket there. Some of the other brackets, an interesting one. Region 7 has Indianola in there, and then West Des Moines Valley, and those two teams could meet again down the road here on the tournament trail. And Indianola handled Valley in a game we did earlier this season, handled them pretty well. So it'll be interesting to see. Urbandale starts the third quarter with the ball here, trailing, looking to get something done. Crott goes inside right away and gets the bucket, and she's got 8 points now for Urbandale.
And a 3-second call.
Inside. Okay, so
on Knuth.
A turnover.
Not the way Johnson wants to start out the second half.
And pressure again by Johnston, and they lose the handle on it. Crott does.
Haley Towers got her hand right in there and forced the turnover.
Going with that man-to-man pressure, so you had Knuth up on Crott. A lot of times if you go that zone, you put your big post back at the back end of it. Miss there. Stubbs gets the rebound, kicks it back outside.
Johnson just moving the ball around so far. Oh, good job by Knuth.
Ooh, she splits the seam there, gets the bucket and the foul.
Terry Knuth for 2, basket counts. Foul is on Katie Heller. That's her first team foul, number 1.
And
For the Jayhawks.
Katie Heller, first personal, first team foul here. And Knuth goes to the line and pops it. That's second
She's got 16.
and one that she's made here tonight. She had one earlier where she hit the free throw after getting the shot. So,
Wonder how many double-doubles she's really had in her career.
got to be a lot with, I mean, I wonder how many triple doubles with the blocks and rebounds.
That is
points.
correct, Dar.
Because there's nights when she's been up in double-digit blocks too, I think. But swinging that ball around out front of Malia Cole. Now,
Best right in the head. Yeah, right in the face. But
down to Dannenfeld. She dribbles in. Now throw it back outside to Heller.
Man-to-man defense is really, really suffocating Urbandale as far as just, being able to run what they want to run as far as offense.
Mm-hmm. Credit, they're trying to work it, trying to take their time, but that time they misread each other there as she threw it outside and the player went inside. So turnover again. 39-18. Johnston.
Knuth, unbelievable.
Up and good.
18 for Knuth. Going all the way in this Kennedy Crott, and there's a bucket in the foul. Foul's on Knuth. She did a good job of just going right around Knuth right there and lays it up.
Showed a little speed herself. Knuth picks up her first team foul here the second half on Johnston. Crott will go to the free throw line. She's got 10 now and misses that one. Her first free throw of the night. Couldn't connect. Quick into Knuth, up and good. 7 points here in the third quarter to give her 20 for the game. Average is 17.
I wonder what the game plan would if you were to just kind of scheme around her.
That's what it is right there. You dribble around till you find the open seam and take it to the hole. Now,
use the speed.
Yeah. Get her away from the basket. That might be what they did there. They kind of got her out. Knuth. But you got to like Urbandale. You can see these freshmen, they have some talent here. They have some ability.
Got some spunk to them. I mean, I just like they're very scrappy. They're not afraid to kind of get their nose in there with Johnston.
And Malia Cole reaches in, gets her second personal. Ellie Brown comes in and will send Julia Beswick over to the bench. 5:08 to play, third quarter, 43-22. Here's a three, a little long. Rebound Crott comes down with it for Urbandale. And the Jayhawks. They're in the dark uniform here with the ball. Screen up high and then knocked away. Woke up Jade Van Toornout over there on the bench. And here comes Urbandale.
Has it poked away the right Stubbs?
Stubbs got a hand on that. Now inside to Crott. Turn around, and she gets fouled by Towers, I believe, who reached in.
Fouls on Haley Towers, her second. Team second. To the line, shooting 2, Kennedy Crott.
And Kennedy Crock to the line.
It's important here for Urbandale just to keep fighting. I mean, yeah, you're down by 20, but the game's not over till it's over. Coach Birdwell doing a good job of keeping encouragement, especially, a lot of coaches, you can maybe sit back and they don't really pay attention too much, but he's doing a good job of, it's a learning process. This is one of those games where you just learn as the game goes on.
Believe it or not, he's a little calmer than he used to be. He used to be, well, I don't know if to say calmer, but he used to be a coach stand up and talked a lot on the sideline. And I think you kind of adjust that to the team as a breakaway by Crott, all the way up and good. So a little mini run back here by Urbandale. It cuts it to 17.
Johnson's back to some of their old ways, but there's
Knuth a little hard there, and here comes Crott with the rebound. Dribbles through, takes it all the way in, and gets the bucket.
And that's Coach Jillick not really pleased what he's seen, and he's going to call timeout.
43-28. We've cut it down to 15 here, halfway through the third period. We'll take a break and be back with more after this.
Truck Month. And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Back here live at Johnston. So far, Dar, I mean, it was a good little run there by Urbandale.
Yeah, they've outscored Johnston here 12-7 to start the third quarter. It was the start of the second quarter where Johnston made their run and kind of took control of this game, but now Urbandale's got a run of their own going here. And lob in, and Knuth gets it that time. Over the top of Crott there.
There's a steal by Johnston, and here they come.
Can't ease up. Brown pops it in there.
That's the last thing Urbandale wanted to have happen.
Yep, so then a quick 4 points there by Johnston. It looked like Urbandale had another chance to cut it down to 3 from outside by Malia Cole. And it's 47-31. Lob inside, back outside for a 3. No good. Rebound comes out long and run down by Johnston. Shot up, no good. Rebound put back up and good by Hinders.
The joy of having Hinders underneath that basket. She can rebound.
Her first points of the third quarter. She has 12. And now Urbandale.
And Dee Dee Pryor went really hard into that door. She gets back up, but
she tried to save it to the baseline. Blocked from behind, Crott. Blocks Knuth. That doesn't happen very often.
Usually it's the other way around, and there's Stubbs coming back on the other way with a great hustle play.
Crott got out of control, made a bad pass there. Here comes Johnston. Jenna Johnson with a running shot there, kind of off balance, but she threw it in and just back up to a 20-point lead again. And Gary Birdwell calls a timeout. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll be back with more right after this.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow, nobody builds a better fire.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Back here at Johnston, Dar Danielson, Cade Jones. Urbandale scored 15 points in the quarter. The bad news is Johnston has 2 and maintain their 20-point lead here. Urbandale's picked up the scoring a little bit, but started to make a run, Cade, and then Johnson just responded and came right back with a flurry.
Johnson went back to playing their style of basketball, and Urbandale, like I said, it's scrappy, but once again, they're still kind of making some of those mistakes.
Too many turnovers for the Jayhawks, and down almost gets one. They do get one there. Jenna Johnson takes it away from Aaliyah Cole. Here comes Brown, kicks it outside to Siren. She lobs it across to Hinders. Into the lane is Johnson, nowhere to go with it, and almost throws away, but Brown picks it up. And offensive foul called on Knuth. She kind of used her arm to push Crott back a little bit. You saw it. It wasn't much, but the official was right there and called that on her. That's her third personal.
Knuth will exit. I mean, it's kind of a good thing for Urbandale, especially to get her in foul trouble. But
in In the boys' game, you see more of that jockeying down there where they're pushing each other, it seems like, underneath the basket. In the girls, you don't see it as much, but here, just a little bit of that, and, man, they called a foul right away. But that's the way this game has kind of gone. And so Knuth will have to sit down with their third personal. And Crott tied up, and it's taken away.
Another steal by Johnston.
Brown with it down the floor, pulls up, leaves it strong. Rebound hinders up and good.
The senior playing great so far. She has 14.
22-point lead for Johnston. Steal out ahead again. Johnson up and good. Jenna Johnson.
Way too many turnovers so far by Urbandale. Need to slow down their pace, but Johnson playing tremendous aggressive defense and finishing plays on offense.
Yep. Oh, wide open bucket. You can't leave. It's one thing about Dee Dee Pryor. If you leave her the open drive, she'll take it and cash it in. She's a quick guard out there and quick to the basket. Inside, hinders Croc, trying to knock it away. Back outside, Siren for three, and that's off the side of the bucket. No good, but stolen by Johnson, and then a foul. And those are the kind of things you can't, those are just
simple plays.
Poor execution, yeah. You get the ball in your basket, look up and make a good pass. But they turned it over there.
Not ideal, especially in this situation here by Urbandale.
It's a miss free throw, one more by Jenna Johnson. Yeah, those things drive the coach nuts. You can see when you're under pressure out front, you turn it over, she makes a free throw, but you get the rebound and then you turn around and you're sloppy with the ball, getting it up the floor, and it gets turned over again. All the way up the floor. Ooh, tried to throw it over the top and it wasn't there.
Paige Sheeran was right there for that pass.
It's one where you might dribble in and Brown for three, airballs it, taken by Urbandale. Heller.
And stolen by Paige Sheeran.
Yep, quick hands again. And a foul the other way, Heller. Just anticipated that pass and jumped it right there. 22.8.
It's kind of like a lazy pass by Urbandale. Just not like, it's just like you say, execution is so critical.
There's a free throw by Siren. She's 75% free throw shooter on the season. Hits both there. 2 of 2 tonight, 7 points. So she's got a 2 of 3 and 2 free throws. Pressure again. And Jenna Johnson gets called for the push. Her first, the team's fourth. So Urbandale will get it back in.
So it looks like Urbandale may have wanted to sub right there, but then we'll get it with under 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
Has a chance to get a bucket here.
Crott turn around and the travel called. Slid that foot. And Malia Cole comes back into the game.
Good job by Ellie Brown.
And puts it up at the buzzer. It's going to fall short, though. And it'll be 58-33 after 3. Johnston has this well in hand. We'll take a break and come back with the final period right after this.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Back here at Johnston, we'll go to the final period, 58-33, Johnston leading. Well, that was the highest scoring output quarter for Urbandale, 17 points, but they still trail here as Johnston scored 22. And they've been outscored in each quarter so far. It
started out well for Urbandale, but just Johnston started really forcing their will on Urbandale. And
Crop gets the foul against Knuth. Second and Grott, 15 foul. It sends Knuth to the line with 22 points. And rattles in number 23. And she'll get one more here. And that makes her a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line tonight.
24 points. Knuth is kind of like one of those typical nights.
60-33.
Last touch off Urbandale right there. Looked like it was off of Johnston. Right?
Yeah, I thought looked like it deflected straight out, but it must have caught the fingernail over there of Malia Cole because she's looking at it, and Coach Birdwell's looking like, are you sure? But the official was right down the line looking at that. Inside the Knuth, up and good. 26 for her on the night.
Definitely an all-state season so far for Knuth.
And it's going to be interesting to see how they do on the tournament trail. And you know, after talked about it losing last year into Croc, misses it. Rebound comes off and dribbled off an Urbandale player there. Haley Towers keeps it.
It looks like two Johnston players kind of fell over each other, as a matter of fact, down there. And I think it was Knuth and Beswick, so it was just kind of one of those things where it happens.
Mm-hmm. And
3 seconds on
seconds.
Hinders.
Okay. Ellie Brown back in.
62-33. I think these teams will see each other, have a possibility to see each other, like you said, next Saturday.
Knocked around for 3, rattles down and good. Rachel Hinders. She's got 17.
Got the compliment to Knuth so far tonight with 17 and Knuth with 24. Knuth probably done for the night, I'm assuming. It's getting worked on over there.
Yeah, went to the sideline. Don't know if she got hit in the mouth or what, maybe. Got a little attention, is going back to the bench. Here's Urbandale with it. Looking for Crott in there. Turn around, up, and no good. Gets her own rebound, put back and good. And 18 points for her now. And here comes Johnston. Stubbs in there, gets it over to Bestwick. Stubbs drives and gets it blocked by Crott, and Crott goes down. The foul called.
It's on Johnson, I believe. No, not Johnson. Looks like Bestwick, I believe. Kind of ran right into over Dee Pryor.
So that was Bestwick's first. And the 15 foul. Crott kind of turned her ankle a little bit there. And looks to be moving okay, though, now. Hinders is on her. Throw it across behind and up and good by Brooke Dannenfeld. Nice look to find the...
Look, Ellie Brown almost got pickpocketed from behind right there. Urbandale not giving up.
Ooh, there's a foul call. Looked like she blocked that. Must have caught her hand, though. Malia Cole, her third and the 16 foul. And pops the free throw.
Those are both.
So Julie.
Timeout called by Coach Birdwell.
Timeout. Urbandale.
All right, let's take a break. We'll do that. Come back with more after this.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Back here at Johnston, 4:59 to play in the ball game. 67-37. Johnston leading Urbandale here. They pulled out in the second quarter. Urbandale made a little bit of a run in the third quarter, cut it down to 15, and then Johnston came right back, and they've controlled it for most of the second half of the game here pretty easily.
Dragons have been proven that there's a little bit too much for Urbandale.
Into Crott. She'll put it up. No good rebound. Put back in the foul. The bucket won't go, but the foul will be called. I think on Stubbs. Her first personal 16 foul. Brooke Dannenfeld will go to the line. Pops that through. She'll get another one. And gets it 6 points for her on the night. And it's 67-39.
Those Johnston seniors kind of getting their last, bit of playing. Oh, great swat there by Kennedy Crott.
She swatted that out to the half line. But a little more playing time. Brown for three. Didn't get the bounce. Crott pulls it out of there and gets fouled.
That was on Beswick. That's her second personal.
17 foul now, so they shoot the bonus. One in the bonus here for Crott. She hit her only other 2 free throws tonight. Has 18 points. It's the front end. She'll get the bonus now. Shooting 59% on the season. And pops that right through. For 20 points.
Crott's definitely been the workload so far for the majority of night for the Jayhawks. Definitely doing her end right there.
There's a 3 short. Come off, rebounded by Beswick. Brown thought about the 3, now throws it across the top. Bounce inside to Hinders, up and good. Hinders by Haley Towers on the assist. 69-41.
Crashing through, they got 2 people, it looks like, kind of keeping tabs on Kennedy Crott. There's a nice 3 there by Pryor.
Yeah. Pryor pumps it in, 69-44. And miss is pulled down by Dee Pryor. Tries to go inside to Crott, loses the handle, but gets it back up and good.
These Jayhawks have battled. It's 69-46.
Here's a 3, good.
Towers comes right back. Proving why she's one of the better 3-point shooters in the CIML. And looks like most of the seniors are about to get ready to come out.
Towers her first points of the night. Here's a 3 the other way, good. By Katie Heller, 72-49. Coming up on 2.5 to play.
Here's Hinders going to try the 3. Wow.
Gets it.
Hinders for 3. Onto the court for the Dragons. Jenna Johnston. Brooke Willis, Terry Canoe. Replacing the seniors.
And those are the seniors going to be exiting there for Johnston. Always kind of as a senior, especially if you're winning by a lot, I feel like it's always a kind of emotional when you go out. Somebody's taking you out like they're the future pretty much. So.
Yeah. And I know I never want to come out. I don't care what.
Oh, I know. Well, me neither, Dart.
Whether you're 40 ahead or 40 behind, and even on like senior night, you don't want to come out. But there's a nice drive and bucket by Amelia Cole, and they probably feel the same way. But want to let some of the others play here.
I mean, also my senior night of football, I never forget we were up 62-0, and I kind of knew I was going to be coming out and being a starter and whatnot. Some of those games are kind of inevitable, but Wilmus. There's a nice three there. Johnston and Urbandale trading threes right now.
78-51, a minute and a half to play. Johnston on the way to win number 14. Crop gets it blocked from behind, but Knuth. Now Brown lobs it up to Knuth, finds her down there, a little too far under. She spins around, has it knocked away.
Approaching a minute here. Really been impressed with the way Urbandale's just, they've continued to fight, they've continued to play. Definitely weren't intimidated by this Dragon basketball team.
Had a little stretch where, there's missed by Crop, back up and good. A little stretch where they got sloppy, they got a little bit too much of a hurry once they started getting behind, and that's something you got to learn. And we talked about when those runs, when you get behind a little bit, you got to slow down. Siren hits it for three. Stay under control, and you got to fight back little by little. You can't try to get it all at once, and that pressure led to some turnovers there for Urbandale. Is 81-53 and down to about 20 seconds to go here. Elbow jumper bounces and good for Brooke Dannenfeld.
And looks like Johnson's going to get a few players back out just for these less than the last 9 seconds. Brown and Knuth go out, and Cassie Coral, I think was, or excuse me, I don't remember who 30 was.
Cassie Correll.
Cassie Correll and number 5.
Regan Nesheim.
Nesheim, yep.
In there.
Looks like.
Or Regan.
Johnson. Wilma shoots a three at the last second. Nope, they put Johnson shot up. They won't count, though.
81-55, the final here. We'll take a break and come back and run down the final scoring for you right after this.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
And back at Johnston, the final here in the girls' game, 81-55, Johnston over Urbandale tonight. Dar Danielson with you on CSN.TV. Along Kay Jones will run down the scoring for you for Urbandale. Kennedy Kroc, 24 points, 11 for Dee Dee Pryor, 8 for Brooke Dannenfeld, 7 for Maria Cole, and 5 for Katie Heller to round out the scoring. For Johnston, 26 for Taryn Knuth, 22 for Rachel Hinders, 10 for Paige Siren, 9 for Jenna Johnson, 4 for Ellie Brown, 3 for Haley Towers, 3 for Brooke Wilmus, 4 for Julia Bestwick to round out the scoring for Johnston. Johnson led 13-10 after 1, 36-16 at the half, 58-33 after 3, and wrapped it up with an 81-55 win. They go to 14-3 on the season. Urbandale drops to 7-14 overall. So again, a little slow start in the first quarter for Johnston, Cade, but then they kind of turn it on with that pressure, and the offense got the offense and the defense going here tonight.
That first quarter definitely served as a wake-up call. Johnston kind of knew they really had to start picking up their pace, and they got a good spark there from Taryn Knuth and Rachel Hinders. I think both just had over 20 points tonight, and I think that really got them going. And then, like you said, one thing we talked about in the pregame was, if they contain those inside shooters, opens up those outside shooters. I mean, Haley Towers had some nice plays tonight. Ellie Brown did her part. Shayna Stubbs did a great job on the defensive side, and they also had great bench play as well.
So good games by Knuth and Hinders scoring-wise, and a good overall game for Johnston here tonight. And they go to 14-5 on the season. And we talked about Urbandale. They didn't give up. They're scrappy. They have some talent there. It's just a matter of putting it all together here.
Yeah, I was very impressed with them. People like Kennedy Crod, who really, I think she had 24 points on the night. And Dee Dee Pryor, I mean, a lot of great hustle plays on both the offensive and the defensive sides of the ball. Coach Birdwell shouldn't be too upset about the performance tonight. They played very scrappy, and when you look at it, you got freshmen. Excuse me, you have 3 freshmen in the starting 5. So that calls for a really, really bright future ahead for this Urbandale team.
All right, final here, 81-55 in the girls' ball game. We'll have the boys' ball game coming up for you just a little bit. Urbandale and Johnston here from Johnston High.
And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
It's truck.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow. Nobody builds a better fire.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather's Specialty Pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all-meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
We've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1 LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Next year, she attends the University of Iowa, plans to major in sociology and criminology. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emma Gilligan.
That's a pro. Yep. It was a good show. And just, sometimes you have to vote.
And now for our varsity cheerleader.
I like sitting next to you two guys in a bar.
Actually,
It's like, hey,
one more time for the dance team.
This is good. Not scripted, but intelligent. It was a good
Okay,
show.
now the varsity cheerleaders. Leading off will be Sydney Crook. Sydney Crook is escorted by Joe Kimmel and Ben Huck. For high school activities including cheerleading, working with the Sparkle Squad, and participation in the Silver Quarter program. Next year, she plans on going to Avita Institute in Des Moines and pursue cosmetology. Ladies and gentlemen, Sydney Crook. Next up, Anna Logston. Anna is escorted by Mark and Dina Logston. Her high school activities have included varsity cheerleading, football, and basketball. Her plans for next year, she will be a Panther at the University of Northern Iowa in the College of Social Science, and she will major in history. Anna Logston.
Right there.
Next up, Caitlin Beaton. She's escorted by Dave and Beth Beaton. Her high school activities have included marching band. She was a squad leader. She was a fall varsity cheerleader and a winter basketball cheerleader. We got another Panther honoring against. Next year, she'll be attending UNI, pursuing a degree in education. Caitlin Beaton. And Chloe Williamson. Escorted by KT Binky. Chloe has participated in varsity cheerleading, best buddies, and is assisted with the Sparkle Squad. Her plans for next year are attending Florida Atlantic University to major in criminology, work on the suntan, and stay warm in the winter. Ladies and gentlemen, Chloe Williamson. And let's hear it once again for our senior cheerleaders. Now we get the sweaty girls. The senior girls basketball players, Julia Beswick.
Sweaty girls.
Escorted by Phil and Judy Beswick. Julia has participated in cross country for 4 years and won a ladder and was a captain.
It's truck month, and we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1 LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow, nobody builds a better fire.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather's specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
It's truck month, and we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1 LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time
Other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow, nobody builds a better fire.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Well, we're back here for part two, live here at Johnston High School for Johnston versus Urbandale. Kate Jones alongside Dar Danielson, and we just saw a great girls basketball game earlier between Johnston and Urbandale. We're here for part two, and you know, one of the biggest things is it's a rivalry game. It's Johnston and Urbandale. Promised to be some fireworks here tonight. And Dar, you know, one thing I see here is the students have definitely came out for tonight. It's not a far drive for Urbandale to come down here to Johnston High, and the Johnston High School students came out. It should be a really big rivalry game. I know these two teams played earlier in the year. Johnston won, I think it was by quite a big margin. So Urbandale's going to look for some revenge.
And Urbandale, under a new coach, kind of in a transition here. New coach John Smits took over for Brad Bjorkman, who moved on to Simpson. And it's a chance now for, or not Simpson, was it Central?
Down in Pella's Central and Simpson.
Central.
Okay.
Yeah, I may be messing that up. Anyway,
the ditch.
I shouldn't. Okay. Anyway, but you know, and here's a chance if they want to. You know, they come in at 4-13. They want to get things turned around a little bit here late in the season, beating your rival Johnston after they beat you pretty handily in the first game. You know, and I know in the past I've seen several of these games where they came down to a buzzer beater, and you came in where maybe one team didn't have as good a record. The other team was a little better record, but they'd get upset. And so it's been kind of a back and forth, and we'll see if there's a little bit of spark of that here tonight between these two teams.
We have Johnston, coming on, kind of, they kind of struggled, to start out the season. I think they played a game against Waukee, and they played really tough with Waukee's a very good team, and Johnston played a triple overtime game with them. And Johnston's been kind of gaining momentum since. We were here last time, a couple things here and there. I remember last time we were here when they played Dowling. They let a big man underneath score like 30 points on them. So Johnston's going to be looking to get back on track with a win.
Yeah, and looking down the road for Johnston, they'll be in sub-state there where they open up and play Des Moines Roosevelt on the 22nd. If they win that game, you got to go and play Valley. So, you got to hone your edge here late in the season and get things together. We've seen them play in a few games. They played well, but not quite up to the level of some of these other teams yet. So still working on that. And you know, as you head down the road, you want to get playing your best as you head toward the tournament time. Trying to remember which sub-state Urbandale is in here. If I can call it up on my device here, I'll have to find that. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see how how we come out and how they come out and play. I've seen Urbandale, I think, play one other time this season, and they've switched lineups around a little bit as they try to figure out, who is what the right lineup is here, what the right combination is for Coach John Schmitz. And of course, Bob Sandquist, he's been around for a long time. Over 300 wins, I believe, in his career. And so he, too, is one of those seasons where he's trying to find the right combination and work on some things here. And neither one of these teams are with a record above 500. So, these are both of them probably coming in, figure maybe this is a game that they could win here tonight.
Okay. We'll talk a little bit about Johnston. They're led by, Jared Bacon. Bacon's been playing a very solid in this second half of the 2016 winter season so far. You talk about Eric Francis a little bit. We talk about, Jaron Proctor. Johnston's going to need some of those seniors to step up tonight, and their depth as well. Johnston's got about as much depth as anybody in the CIML.
You look at it, too, Johnston averaging about 60 points a game. Urbandale only about 51, so a little difference in scoring there. Bacon, the leading scorer with, as you said, just over 15 points. Kyle Hart, the leader for Urbandale, just over 12 points a game. And then neither team has any other players averaging in double figures. And you really got to have, one or two of those guys in double figures as your leading scorers in this league, and then some, then the guys, your 3, 4, 5 guys filling in those points, and then points off the bench to be successfully at depth in this league and the teams you're playing. And so we'll see here tonight. And Chancellor House again, he's another, he'll be 6'6", and he's 300-plus pounds, played center for them on the football team, and he's a big guy, and we'll see how he does. He's in the starting lineup now. And that'll be interesting. And they have a little height there. Trevor Miller is just a junior. He's 6'4", and he's had a couple of brothers who played at Urbandale. And you got a little, not quite the size there for. You got Dawson Jones at 6'8" for Johnston, and again, as we talked about, size doesn't always mean that you're going to be, dominant there, but it does help, especially with someone on the backside on that defense. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out here.
We'll take a short 30-second timeout here. We'll be back live more with the Johnston vs. Urbandale right after this.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
It's truck month, and we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $999 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1 LT Limited, only $999 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Back live here at Johnston High School. We're going to be taking a short little break. We're here, Dar, before the national anthem. Both teams are lining up right now. Urbandale, one thing about Urbandale, I'm really liking the shoe game that they have tonight here, Dar. Very interesting.
Yeah, I got the mostly all red there, right?
Yeah, kind of matches the school colors. Yeah. But we're going to take a short break pretty soon here. Getting up for the national anthem for this rivalry game between Johnston and Urbandale. The crowd's definitely showing up tonight as well.
Sir, officials for this evening's game are Steve McDowell, Chet Whelan, and Tommy Shore. We ask that you respect their work and display positive sportsmanship throughout the contest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please stand.
We're going to take a short break here on CISN. We'll be for the singing of our national anthem. Back here live here at Johnston High School. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups for Johnston. You're going to see number 10, a 6'6" junior, Grant Kramer. We're going to see number 12, a 5'11" senior, Jared Bacon. Eric Francis, number 20, a 6'1" senior. We're also going to see number 34, Dawson Jones, a 6'8" junior, and then number 22, Jared Proctor, a 5'11", 5'10" junior. Number 22. For Urbandale, we're going to see Cade Fredrickson, a 5'9" junior. Trevor Miller, a 6'4" junior. Kyle Hart, a 6'2" senior. Jared Edwards, a 6' senior. And then we talked about him earlier in the game, but Chancellor House, a senior, 6'6", number 55, will also be on the starting floor. What do you see as some of the keys tonight, Dar?
Well, I think for Urbandale, they got to identify, of course, Jared Bacon, the outside shooter. He's a guy who shot made 45 threes from outside. And interesting enough, he's hitting the same percentage as Kyle Hart of Urbandale, both hitting 37%, but Hart's only shot 78, and Jared Bacon shot 121 threes, made 45 of them. Hart's made 29. So identify Bacon there. Look to, defensively do that. And I think both these teams need to find a rhythm, get some scoring going, play under control, and get a run going here. And then, as we talked about, it's always the runs. Get your offensive run going and then play good defense. And, kind of get control of this ball game and not let the other team take control of it.
Johnston getting introduced right now. I love the sway that they always do. I believe, they're just going into postseason play. I mean, they're a team I think that is capable of beating a lot of teams. If once they get going and their depth gets involved, they can beat anybody. And I think that includes Valley. But I mean, we won't know until they got to get by Des Moines Roosevelt first before they can get to that game.
Yeah, and like you say, they got some scores. They got a chance to do that. For them, it's got to be a little more of a, I don't want to say perfect game, but a better game. They got to play at the top of their game the entire game to do that. Where some of the other teams up the Ladder Valley, they've got a lot of depth, a lot of athleticism there, and they can have a guy have an off night and have other guys fill right in. Johnston has to be, everybody at the top of the game clicking, and they got a chance to do something and knock some people off.
Going to get ready here to start for some tip-off here. The Johnston fight song being played. I think the crowd, is going to be a factor for both teams tonight, both the schools. Both towns really not too far apart away from each other, coming out very supporting their teams, especially the Johnston students. I always loved coming here, and the games I've done here at Johnston, the students come out and they really support their hometown Dragons. Okay. Looks like we have Miller and Jones who are going to tip it off. Obviously Johnston the favored. And Dawson Jones wins the tip-off. And it's important here for Johnston to start out fast. It looks like Urbandale's in that 2-3 zone. Bacon's with the ball. You heard Dard talk about it earlier. Locating Jared Bacon's going to be key here for Urbandale tonight.
They got House right in the middle there of that zone, blocking things up.
You can see he's a center. He'll be he will pose a lot of challenge for people like Dawson Jones tonight. Good job moving the ball around as Eric Francis on the first possession nails a bucket.
You talked about a good ball movement there, inside, outside, and pass it around, and they get an open look.
2-0, Johnston ahead. It's Miller with the ball. Gets it to Edwards. Now they feel it inside here to number 24, Hart, and he makes it.
Kyle Hart, their leading scorer. And there he goes inside, posts up, good move, turn around.
Bacon at the top of the key gets to Kramer. Kramer tried to pass inside to Jones, but it was tipped away, but Johnston regains possession. So that 2-3 zone. Kramer called for a pass, didn't get it.
One of the keys on that zone is keep your hands up all the time.
Kramer, nice shot by Grant, and he puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Chancellor House.
I almost stumbled, but he kept good balance there to get the shot off, and then just got a little unlucky bounce out of that.
I think it's that quarterback in Grant right there. He played, back up to Jared Bacon this past fall, but Miller kind of feed it inside to Hart. Hart with a fade around jumper. It's no good, but rebounded by Miller, and a foul called on Miller, it looks like.
So that's one of the things you want to, one of the other keys too is control the boards offensively and defensively. Don't give the other team second chances at it. We saw T-Boy White here, the Johnston running back.
Yep, him and Gosling were quite the pair in this past fall. There's a three, no good there by Francis.
House with the rebound.
So yeah, T-Boy, very fun player to watch for the Dragons. On a great pass there from Edwards to Miller. He tries to put it up, shot deflected, but it is called for the foul on Dawson Jones.
You like that offensive attack by Urbandale. Get it in there and take it quickly. Didn't bring it down. Trevor Miller just turned and took it right at the defender.
And his first one is good.
And Trevor Miller, a 47% free throw shooter. Didn't mean to jinx him there, but.
They're pushing up the floor. They're trying to get Jared Bacon involved. Proctor has a wide open Grant Kramer with a short jump shot. It's good. Grant Kramer for two.
That's all right. Take what they give you. Find the open man.
Especially in that zone. It was kind of giving Johnson some early problems. Still is, as a matter of fact. But there's a wide open Chancellor House is in there. He's going to try to, the big man gets it. He regains it. That was an interesting play right there. And there's a traveling called on Kyle Hart.
Yeah, Hart just a little bit of a scramble, as you said, and then when it came out to him, he didn't quite know what to do with it yet. Do I shoot it or do I drive? And he was halfway in between and shuffled the feet.
There's Johnston working the ball. Francis through the Proctor. Johnston just moving this ball. Good ball movement by the Dragons. A jump shot is good by Dawson Jones. A 6-3 Johnston lead. Miller, the key. Hart. Finds Chancellor House. He's going to go all the way in. And those some of the problems he could pose on Dawson Jones. Oh, ball still going all the way around. Nice athleticism, but it's poked away there by Hart. But Proctor regains it here. Now Dawson Jones is going to come all the way up for the dunk. It's blocked by Miller.
Nice defensive recovery by Miller.
Trying to give this Jayhawk team a spark. And there is a call, a whistle on the floor, a foul on Proctor.
And looks like House is going to get a breather here. And Grant Garwood will come in, and Tavian Gardner.
See, we got Garwood, a 6'4" freshman. Mighty mature for being a freshman. That's Gardner. Gets the screen there from Garwood. Hart. He's got Garwood at the top of the key. He's getting matched up there by Dawson Jones. Almost lost control of the dribble right there. Gardner.
Working the in and out cuts.
Going all the way. Oh, nice job by Garwood, and a charge is called on Garwood.
That inside arm, he shoved off, got him space, and the official saw that.
Coach Schmidt's not happy with the call.
Second team foul.
Johnston, kind of nice little momentum shift right there as they're going to have Kramer. Nussbaum's into the game here for Dawson Jones. They're going to go Bacon, and there's a charge, a foul. It's called.
Yeah, I think a bad illegal screen.
They're calling for the, that's on Proctor. It looks like Vanderswag is going to check in for Proctor.
Yeah, that's his second personal. Third on the team. The Urbandale switched back to man-to-man there a little bit, and it kind of switched Johnston up, I think.
Threw him off guard.
Yeah. They end up getting that illegal screen call.
Going all the way in. Oh, nice job by Kyle Hart. The athleticism by Hart. He gets it. And Hart is fired up after that one. Wow. And we have a foul on Garwood.
His second.
And Chancellor House is going to check back in.
Yep. Got a little breather. And Kyle Hart, he's not afraid to post it up down there, take it on even against a taller player one-on-one, and we just saw down there on the baseline.
So far a low-scoring affair, but not surprised, both these teams. And on kind of a bad pass there by Bacon, but Kramer was able to regain that. Grant Kramer going all the way in all night. He had the right idea for Daniel Nussbaum, just a little bit too high there, Dar.
Yep, a little out of control, but he had him right there set to turn and look, and he would have turned facing up the basket and bank it right in there.
And then comes Kenton Tomes. Excuse me, that's Kenton Toms.
So each team subbing a little bit here early.
Cade Fredrickson from the free throw line. There's, guess who's right there? Chancellor House. He puts it back up, and a foul is called. Do you have the free throw percentage there on
Nussbaum? Yep, I'll get that here.
Yeah, fouls on. Yeah, Danny Nussbaum. And House makes the first free throw.
39%.
Not too bad.
Not his best. That should be. He's deceiving. You see him a big guy there, and you think, man, but he moves pretty good for his size down there, and he's got some good movement.
And the second free throw is no good, but Miller's battling for the rebound. He gets it. Here's a long three-point shot here for Kyle Hart. Oh, I thought that was going in there, Dart. It's no good, but Miller gets the rebound. He puts it back.
Well, the first lead of the game for Urbandale.
Urbandale outworking the Dragons so far. And there's a steal by number 12. We don't have him on the roster here. At least I don't on mine. Do you have who Urbandale 12 is?
No, I do not. Bacon.
The foul was on Bacon.
Let's see if it's on this other list here for Urbandale. I do not see a number 12 on there. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe there's a number that
didn't get maybe typed into our program maybe.
Yeah, or he started with a different number.
So Johnston head coach Bobby Sandquist, assistant coaches Bill Proctor and Jaron Grinnell. And we also have for Urbandale head coach John Schmitz, assistant coach Pete Henkinius, and then assistant managers Kenzie Gostin, Mackenzie Lind, and Madison Troe. But
well, you talked about it. Urbandale is out hustling Johnston a little bit, getting to those loose balls and rebounds right now in this latter part of the first quarter here.
You're going to try to get Kyle Hart involved. That's what you probably want to do. And he's going to pull it up for a jumper. It's no good. Rebounded by Nussbaum.
I like his aggressiveness, though. Take it right at the defender.
He's been playing like that the entire game, definitely. Coach Schmidt's very animated on the side. His man-to-man defense, but they want that inside pass. They're just not. Miller saying, nope, we're not going to let you come inside. And there's Bacon pulling up for a jump shot. It's no good. Oh, I thought it was going out, but it does go in.
It's a 2. But, yeah, it looked like it was going to bounce out of there, so we're tied up.
Johnston in that man-to-man defense. And there's number 30, Edwards, for the 3. It's no good, and Miller gets another rebound. Oh, it looks like going to be a foul. It's going to be called on Nussbaum.
His second, so Johnson just a step late getting to the ball on those loose balls, and they're going to send in a host of subs here. Francis is in, Kramer's back in, and Dawson Jones, right?
Yep, 4 of the 5 starters are in. And there's Chancellor House right in there, and like you said, very, very agile for a big man.
And when you get on his hip, it's hard to get around him down there.
That's the problem. I mean, what a contrast between him and Dawson Jones.
Yeah.
Johnson moving this ball around. They got to get a bucket to get back in, and Kramer almost gave it to him, but he misses and rebounded by House.
Needs to hit that shot. That's been open baseline there. If he can hit that, that'll pull the defense out a little bit.
We talked about Kyle Hart in the pregame. Hart definitely, Urbandale is going to be, he's going to be calling on big tonight for Urbandale. Had a wide open Miller right there. Didn't take it to him. And there's House. He's going to try to go in. He dishes her back out here to Edwards for 3. Downtown is good. 13-8.
There you have it. Inside-outside action. That'll get the 3 open a lot of the time.
As Kramer almost had his pass stolen away from him. There's a long 3 for Bacon. No good. Rebounded by Urbandale. We have number 12 coming down. We're still going to wait to get a number on, or a name on him. Urbandale. Johnson sticking with the man-to-man, approaching the 30-second mark. There's House going all the way in. Oh, dangerous pass, but he gets it to Edwards. And another 3 by Edwards. And a timeout called by Coach Bob Sandquist. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. A 30-second timeout. We'll be back live with more action right after this.
And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1 LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
It's
Back live here on CISN.TV. Dar Urbandale has came in and just, took it right to the Johnston Dragons and hasn't held anything back so far.
No, they've gone on a good little run here. Outscored them 10-2 here in the last couple minutes of the first quarter.
Johnston down 8. There's a nice pass here to Francis. He pulls up for a 3-ball. It's good. And Eric Francis rooms. And then Urbandale has some time here to maybe get a shot off. It's Fredrickson. He's got 5 seconds. Fredrickson's got to go. Gets to Kyle Hart. Hart's going to try to go all the way in. He puts up a layup. It's no good. And we're going to go into the second quarter. Johnston behind Urbandale, 16-11. Back with more for a 30-second timeout right after this.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and glow, nobody builds a better fire.
They think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Back live here on CISN.TV. Start of the second quarter, Urbandale leading Johnston 16-11. Johnston, so far, just Johnston just being out hustled. I mean, they're getting some good buckets, but you got to stop Urbandale on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they only scored 5 points in the last 3 minutes, and Urbandale scored about 12 there. So
there's Garwood, the freshman, trying to work around Kramer right there. Garwood going to try to go all the way in. There it's Fredrickson. The little guy goes up, and he hits it. Cade Fredrickson, a 5'9" junior, with the 2 points right there, puts Urbandale up 7 now. Kramer trying to drive in. He puts one up. It rims out, and it's still loose, but Kyle Hart comes up with it.
It's not a lot of rhythm or sync offensively for Johnston yet here in this game.
I mean, for a team that's kind of building momentum, kind of taking a step back tonight. There's a nice feed there to Garwood. Garwood had the right idea, but sent back, and there's Fredrickson. A nice pass to Chancellor House. He puts one up. It's good.
Nice look there. Drew the defense to him, and then just bounced past it right inside.
Now, I got a question, Dar. Actually, do you think Coach Schmitz has found maybe the right combo of players right there? I know you talked about that.
It appears to be right now. Yeah, they're working really well on offense, and then defensively.
Leaves Proctor up for a 3 is no good, and there's a foul on the floor. It's on Urbandale.
Let's see if that goes against House fighting underneath there. Yep. His first.
I give House another break there. We got Miller comes in.
But yeah, they found that combination, good passing, and then over there, Garwood, he got the ball, but then he saw the defender coming in, and he did try to force it there. He kicked it back out, 2 more passes, and they got an easy bucket.
A lot of maturity by the young freshman. Here's a fadeaway jumper there for Bacon. It's good.
That's what they need out of him. Just take control a little bit, get him back on track offensively.
2013. Urbandale. There's Garwood. Garwood. Looks like a good defense there by Dawson Jones. He barely got it there off. Here's Miller. Jones got his hand in there off the pass by Miller to Garwood.
Just about close to getting a foul on that. A lot of good back cuts by Urbandale. They're working hard on offense.
Good defense, though, by Johnston. Garwood. Oh, I didn't know if he lost control of his dribble or if that was a pass, but he's going to go in on Dawson Jones. Puts up one off the top of the basket right there.
Yeah, off that cable. When it hits that, it's out. If it hits the top of the backboard, you're okay. But when it hits that cable, that's out of bounds, out of play, I guess.
So Johnston with a chance to shorten the lead here.
House got a breather. He's over there ready to check in again.
Well, they give him those little tiny little increments of rest, and then say, hey, we got to have you back in there. He's not that atypical type of 5 player right there. There's Dawson Jones trying to put back right there, and it's no good. And here comes Urbandale the other way. There's Edwards being guarded closer there by Francis.
A lot of cutting, and there
Fredrickson just works his way right around Johnston. Unbelievable. Cade Fredrickson.
They're really making the defense work here for Johnston.
And there's a 3 back the other way by Eric Francis. Not really good transition defense there by Urbandale.
No.
Got to get back. It's like playing Iowa State. Get back. They're coming right back at you. Here's a 3 ball for John Hart. Is no good. Rebound by Grant Kramer. Oh, and nobody took even notice of him as Jones gets the putback off the Kramer miss, but nobody took even account for Kramer, and that's timeouts called by Coach John Schmitz of Urbandale. We're going to take a short break, 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here live on CISN.TV.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Back live here on CSN.TV. Kay Jones, Dar Danielson with you. We have, Urbandale ahead 22-18. Johnston trying to claw their way back into this game.
Urbandale really making Johnston work on offense, a lot of back cutting and, back and forth. And then Johnston, when they come down, I think Bobby Sanko's probably told him, just work the offense. We can score against these guys. Just take your time.
Give yourself a chance.
Yeah, just because you're down doesn't mean you have to hurry and take the first shot that's there. Work the offense a little more. Because you see Urbandale, they're working, 6-8 passes before they even go to the basket.
There's Miller going all the way in. Post up there by Dawson Jones. It falls in for Miller. Trevor Miller so far with his 5 points on the night so far and a 6-point Urbandale lead.
Well, Johnston had outscored him 7-6 up to that point, but now it's an 8-7 advantage here in the quarter for Urbandale. Halfway through the quarter.
Johnston working this way around on a 2-3 zone. They leave Bacon wide open for a 3. Bacon, just kind of a typical Jared Bacon shot right there. I just hit it for 3.
Well, smart by him, too. He isn't coming down and just jacking him up. He waited, and he got a nice open look there, and he put it through.
Bacon, I believe that is 7 points on the night for Bacon. There's House going all the way up. It rims out for the big man, and it's going the other way for Johnston. Bacon feeds Proctor going all the way in, and he just literally got shoved right back. I don't even think House even moved there.
No, he ran into House, and House stood there, and he got backed off.
Wow. There's House going all the way in. My goodness, this guy. And I think he might have missed a traveling call.
Yeah, they let him take a little extra shuffle there.
And we got a foul called on Vanderswag. But back to that play down there. I mean,
he ran into
Proctor
House.
Ran into House.
The House didn't even move, yeah.
That's, on Vanderswag.
So the bonus right now for Urbandale with 3 minutes to play and just 4 personals or team fouls on Urbandale.
Misses the free throw, but Johnston not rebounding. Here's Urbandale. It's number 12. Oh, finds House, and he does the rest.
Yeah, nice look. Drew the defense to him and just rifled that pass right through the lane.
I'm very impressed with House so far tonight. Not only defensively and offensively. There's a kind of a long pass, almost too far out there for Francis's Jones. And a bad pass, and it's another Johnston turnover.
Here again, they just slow it down and work it, Find Bacon, get him an open shot. There's no big hurry. It's only 5 points that you're down right now, and the trouble is you look up at that scoreboard and you get to thinking we're down and you got to hurry the ball, but Johnston does not need to do that on offense.
Eric Francis goes out and Dawson Jones goes out. It looks like Kramer and Vanderwerf checked into the game.
Vanderwerf on House now.
Oh, look at that. The difference is amazing right there. And finds House again. House, that's 9 points, and House is feeling it tonight.
And it's just simple. Drive in and then bounce it over to him.
Kramer had a wide open Vanderwerf. Nonetheless, he hits the shot, but that was a nice play there by Grant Kramer. Could he pulled up, get a shot, or he could have just put it up to Vanderwerf.
Been a fun game so far.
Entertaining. Gardner here to Miller. Got to find House. House is going to do the rest. He puts it up, and it goes in again.
Man, they're letting him get away with a lot of, dropping that shoulder and moving that body, and I guess it's just because of his size, but
I mean, how many 5 guys do you see look like that?
You talk about creating space, and it looks like he's creating a lot of space there, maybe a little more pushing.
There's Kramer for a jump shot. It's good.
There you go. Kramer. Find the open guy in the middle.
With 6 points. Like you say, just taking your time, find the guy, it'll open up. Those things will open up. There's Miller, and had a ball stripped away, and I think it's off on Johnston.
Yep, I think that went off Vanderwerf.
Francis and Jones in, Proctor and Vanderwerf out.
And Edwards back in for Urbandale. One thing Urbandale, as they move around, they're keeping their heads up and looking for the passes. Looking for the open man.
Good coaching there by Coach Schmitz. Miller pulls up for a 3 ball. It's no good. Rebounded by, it goes right into the hands of House. And Urbandale regains possession. Hart tries a three. It's good.
He's their leading three-point shooter. And the biggest lead of the game for them, again, 8 points.
33-25. .30 seconds left before we reach halftime. And then nobody takes control of Kramer, and he goes right in for another easy lay-in.
Nobody switched on the screen there at all. No, they just both followed the guy who screened and came across, and man, it was an easy cut to the basket for Kramer. He's got 6 now here in the quarter and 8 overall.
Urbandale up 6.
See if they play for one here under 10 seconds.
And the ball goes off his leg, did it for Edwards, and it's an over and back call. Now Johnston, 2.5 seconds, a lot can be done.
Yeah. Look for maybe to get a screen out for Bacon and get a long shot.
And they have him right there. Just like you said, Dar, he pulls up for a shot. He's fouled, and I thought that was going in too.
0.4 seconds to go. Coaches don't like to see that.
Foul is on Maluski. That's his first 15.
Eric Maluski picks up foul. Bacon goes to the line.
So 12 is Beluski. Okay. As Bacon hits the first one. .33-28.
So yeah, they said Eric Maluski, didn't they? 12, I think.
Yep, Eric Maluski, yep. And misses that one as he pulls up for a long one, and sometimes you just never know. That thing looked like it was going in.
Yeah, but House threw it to the back wall of the gym.
House has been doing some funny things tonight. But we'll take Johnston behind the 8 ball, down 33-28. As we go into halftime, we're going to take a short 2-minute timeout here on CISN.TV. We'll be back with you right after this.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of heat and glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the heat and glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow. Nobody builds a better fire.
Other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Back live here on CISN.TV. Kay Jones alongside Dar Danielson. Urbandale leading 33-28. And Dar, what an absolutely entertaining first half of play so far.
Yeah, it was quite wild up and down here, and I'll run down the scoring here in the first half for Urbandale. Chancellor House had 8 points in that second quarter. He's got 11 overall. 6 points for Jared Edwards, 5 for Trevor Miller, 7 for Kyle Hart, 4 for Cade Fredrickson for Urbandale. Well, for Johnston, pretty balanced. 8 points apiece for Jared Bacon, Grant Kramer, and Eric Francis, and 4 points for Dawson Jones. So just 4 people scoring there. They'd like to maybe see a little bit more scoring. But for Urbandale so far, their offense really moving the ball and then just finding House under the basket. He's, all 4 of those shots were just pretty much bounce passes into him as they drove in, and you got to make some adjustments on defense. I think they'll probably talk about that, Bobby Sandquist, on the, watching that backside guy dropping down against House when they're driving, because they're just letting that go open. And then offensively, Johnston is been a little too fast, I think. They need to slow it down a little more, because you saw when you found Bacon open, he hit the 3 there, and just work that offense a little more. Urbandale was 2 of 5 free throws. Johnston 1 of 2. Johnston hit 2 threes. Urbandale hit 3 threes. 2 of those from Jared Edwards in the first quarter. So, pretty balanced right now. Both teams right around on pace to score what their average is here. But some adjustments to be made at halftime, and we'll see how they adjust to that.
And for halftime, adjustments, I think for Johnston would be, we got to figure out the House underneath.
Yeah, I think somebody come in on the backside, because that defender is on him, and then he's coming over to help when the guy drives, and then there's nobody behind, and it's an easy bounce pass for the layup off the glass behind him. So they just got to find somebody that's got to drop down and take that backside if the defender's going to come out. So you're getting a mismatch. I can hardly talk here tonight on that, but so they're gonna, if they adjust that and cut House off, because if they can't get the ball in there to him, and for Hart, they've kept him relatively quiet. He hit 1 3 here late in the second quarter, but he's their leading scorer. He's got 7, but House is he averages only about 8 points a game, and he got that all in the second quarter. He got 8 and has 11 overall. So some adjustments. Now this Urbandale offense is making it tough on the defense, because they're doing a lot of screening and back cuts on both sides. They keep the ball up high. And then one thing about Urbandale, when they get that ball down low, they're attacking. They aren't waiting. They're keeping the ball up and attacking in there. Johnston, they come down on offense, move the ball around a little more, make Urbandale, they're letting Urbandale sit back in that zone and just, not have to expend a lot of energy.
Yeah. Well, while we're at it, I want to take the opportunity to announce that this will be my final Johnston High School basketball game after doing this for 3 years. It kind of started out, I emailed a bunch of schools around Des Moines just looking for something to do, and Gary Ross, the athletic director at Johnston, was the first one to email me back with this amazing opportunity, and it's kind of somber for me right now, as I will be graduating coming in May, moving on hopefully to law school, but it's been a pleasure to work with people like you, Dar, people like Peter, run the system that we have here. Jeff Talaferro was the one that got me started. Been around great people like Paul Yeager and Gary Ross. So it's
Paul Yeager, he's a great person. Oh wait, yeah, he is. He's a good guy. Well, we appreciate it too, and if you ever get tired of that lawyer gig, then you can come back to broadcasting. Because it doesn't pay as much as lawyering, but it's fun.
And just want to take a great opportunity to thank all of the Johnston community for allowing me to do this, allowing you to do this, allowing all of us really at CIS, whether we be from CISN or from High School Cube, to come to Johnston High School. And also, lastly, I know she's listening right now, but I got to thank my mom for all the years she used to come up when we were in winter break, say I need a camera, somebody to work the camera, and I was on High School Cube. She was always the first one to do it. My dad did it as well. So big shout out and thank you to my mom. It's been a great ride here for 3 years, and we still got another half of great basketball. Hope we get a exciting finish.
Yeah, it should. Hopefully we do. And the nice thing is the people, the athletic directors, the coaches here in this area, they're all good to work with, and they see the excitement that you bring to it. It's nice, and that you're supporting the team and the community, and they see that, and it's good to have that. So
it's the heart of the CIML. I think that's what makes it such a special conference. Is you're not just seeing great athletes. I mean, they're great people off the field or off the court. They're taught well. Like coaches, you coaches like Bobby Stanquist, Chad Gillick, and their bosses such as Gary Ross, who's such a fine gentleman, not only here at Johnston, but I believe he's on the board of directors, I know, for the Iowa High School Athletic Association. So, and it's not here at Johnston. I mean, Valley's got great people, Waukee's got great people,
yeah.
Southeast Polk,
Urbandale, all over, yeah. So it's fun to be in this area and do high school sports because of the caliber and the level that you get to see every night when you're doing it. So.
We'll take a short little 1 minute timeout. 1 minute timeout. We'll be back with more live here on CISN.TV.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Truck month. And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1 LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
It's truck month.
I'm back live here on CISN.TV, and as I was giving like my final goodbye, I forgot to mention our awesome producers that make this possible. People like Dan, people like Dustin, the guys behind the scenes that run, like doing our commercials, making sure we have such quality sound. Definitely, their efforts have not been forgotten. Those guys do such a great job of keeping us running and up on the air and bringing such a great broadcast. But as we're going to go back here into this second half, it should be a good one. Urbandale and Johnston. This is the way a rivalry game should be. Urbandale leading 33-28. Been a great first half so far, entertaining, and we're bound to see more as both of these teams are sort of like what I've seen so far, Dar, up-and-coming teams are trying to make that final push.
And like I said, it'll be interesting to see the adjustments in halftime and who gets the surge coming out of the half here. We'll see if Johnston makes a little run, and it's not 5 points, not a big deficit here, but we'll see if they maybe surge back here to start the second half and build a little bit of a lead. And we always talk about it. It's a game of runs, and then we'll see if Urbandale, what they did in the first half was working offensively and defensively. And we'll see. It looks like Johnston will get the ball to start the second half.
Jared Bacon, senior, definitely one of the leaders on this Johnston Dragon team, starts it up. Kramer, Francis. Expect Johnston, I wouldn't expect to see them shy away from anything that they have been doing in the past.
That looks like a 1-3-1 zone by Urbandale here.
With House is that lone one underneath.
Yep. Kind of letting that top guy extend out a little bit, prevent the three. Keep an eye on Bacon out there, I think, to prevent him from shooting the three-point shot.
People showing great respect to Bacon. I mean, he's one of the top CIML shooters from beyond the arc for good reason. As Johnston, just like you were talking about earlier, Dar, just looking for that open shot. That's what you got to do. I mean, if you got to make a few passes, you got to make a few passes to get that shot in. Has Bacon right open there, but it looks like Hart kicks it.
Yep. And that defense might, I think, have them a little confused. In a 2-3, those top two guys stay back. When the 1-3-1, you got the top guy comes out a little higher.
There's Dawson Jones with the hook shot, and it's no good. A foul called on Chancellor House, I believe.
I like to see that. You want to see him take it in there at House a little bit, put a little more pressure on House. He hasn't really done a lot of that.
He's got to do that as House's second personal.
Second personal, the first team foul the second half here.
Misses that first one. And Dawson Jones hits the back end.
He's a pretty good free throw shooter, 70% shooter on the season so far.
Like brother Derek, a heck of a free throw shooter. As here's Urbandale with their first possession of the second half. Once again, Urbandale doing a good job of moving that ball around. You got to think that they're going to try to feed big number 55.
A lot of screens and cutting.
Oh, nice steal there by Jaron Proctor as Johnston brings it back the other way. Proctor's got a wide open Kramer there. He feeds it to him. Grant shoots a jump shot. It's good. Grant Kramer has nothing but nylon.
Yeah, Proctor dropped off that screen and picked off the pass. He anticipated it that time.
And Martin, you see what we're seeing right now. I noticed Dowling, at least Dowling had a lot of success with breaking Johnston's press break, I remember. And would just break it every time and have a man wide open underneath the basket too. So Johnston obviously improved on that play as they're going to try to feed House. House backs down now. He feeds it to Fredrickson. He pulls up for a three. It's good. Cade Fredrickson from the left wing.
Smart play by House, though, too. He realized the bigger man on him in there, and he didn't try to force it at all. Just kicked it outside.
And Kramer tried to come back with one, and he doesn't fall for him. And here comes Fredrickson. I'm telling you, Urbandale is they're scrappy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know the girls where they are scrappy, not in a bad way, but there's a travel called on Miller though.
Mm-hmm. He came to a jump stop, but then he shuffled after the jump stop. But back, still 5-point lead for Urbandale. Their biggest lead was 8, and Johnston had the lead. Their biggest lead was 3, I think, in the first half.
Had found Dawson Jones, but Dawson looks like he kind of mishandled that right there, and the 3-point shot was no good by by Francis, rebounded by Urbandale. Going to try to find House. House almost lost control of that, but he gets it back, and then he loses control of it again, and there's Bacon with it. Bacon, and he's called on Fredrickson.
That's his first and the team's second.
Garwood comes in for House.
Garwood played on one of those Little League World Series teams that Urbandale had.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And now how does that go? As Bacon pulls up for a short jumper, it's good. But when you do go to the Little League World Series, are you just called Iowa, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you represent the region. You represent the Midwest region once you get there.
Oh, okay.
If you win the region, and that's who you represent once you get there.
So probably a strong future in baseball for Urbandale, as a short jumper by Miller is good. Johnston, like earlier, Dar, you said the 1-3-1 defense. There's the 1-3-1 right there being applied. There's Bacon going all the way in. Bacon, nice feed to Dawson Jones, puts it up, and he's fouled.
A little bit of turnabout on Johnston that time. Urbandale's been running that bounce pass behind the defense, and there Johnston did it and got the foul.
That foul was on Kyle Hart. That is his first personal. And Dawson Jones. Usually, like Dar was earlier, you said Dar.
70%.
Good,
yeah.
70% free throw shooter. He's missed 2 so far tonight. Kenton Toms looks like he'll check in.
Yeah, I think he was going to come in for Jones. I didn't realize he was shooting.
See, he would be the shooter, Kenton. As now we can check him in, check him out. That is. Johnston.
A little pressure by Johnston.
Gets it here to Maluski.
They're staying in the man-to-man.
Maluski trying to work around Bacon. Maluski, nice bounce pass to Fredrickson. He pulls up for a 3. No good. Rebounded there by Bacon. Actually ran into his arms.
Yeah,
Finds Francis. Francis could have pulled up for a 3. Doesn't take it, and he's
an
offensive foul.
I think that
on Kenton Toms.
Yeah, he came down to try to screen off, and he should have just let him drive. He had the open lane, it looked like, because he was trying to help him, but came down and got the block. Just the first team foul here so far the second half for Johnston.
Toms goes out. Jones comes back in. Kind of a quick breather there for Jones.
It's a case where he tried to do a little too much.
Urbandale has a chance to increase their lead. Has a 4-point lead right now. A 2-possession game. Trying to pull away in as Garwood. Garwood puts it past Dawson Jones, and Garwood for 2.
Man, that was a nice power move by Garwood.
Johnston in need of a bucket. And here can Bacon give him one right here. He pulls up for a 3. Was no good. Francis gets the rebound. Francis puts it back in.
And that's one of the few second chance points we've seen out of Johnston. They haven't gotten many rebounds, but right there he was able to get that one and converted it.
Johnston moving this ball around. There's Miller going to try a 3. Good! A 7-point lead for Urbandale with 3 minutes to go in the third.
Well, it's obvious they've got the green light to shoot the three. Here's Bacon.
Bacon also did, but he misses it. Here comes Maluski out in front, trying to work his way around Bacon and Proctor. They're having none of it.
Double teamed. He was smart. Pulled it back out.
Maluski, he's kept it all this way this entire shot. I thought maybe it would be a jump ball right there, but the foul is going to be called on Francis.
Yeah, I don't know if he caught Francis. Francis didn't look up and saw him and all of a sudden fouled him.
That foul is going to actually be called on Jared Bacon.
Was it Bacon? Okay. So 2 on Bacon. So 2 team fouls.
And the ball's tipped off. Thought it was going to be maybe off of Garwood right there. Jones pleaded his case, but
again, Urbandale just seems to be just a step ahead of Johnston here.
Playing very smart, playing very a lot of tactics involved. And they've limited, Jared Bacon only with 10 points. It's good margin, but I think Miss Bacon would like to have more, I think. Garwood. Johnston moving this ball around. Should be Urbandale, that is. Hart loses control of the dribble. It's still loose, and it's fouls called on Kramer.
I think part of it is this cutting and screening is just frustrating Johnston because you got to work and you got to think too because you got to screen off and pick up that player when he back cuts you. Here comes House again for Miller. So
definitely need him underneath the basket.
Not only are they making him work offensively, but defensively too.
As a wide open man, Kyle Hart. Oh, he faked out everybody. Puts it up for 2.
Nice presence by him.
Talked about him earlier in the game. We knew he would be a difference tonight, and that he was. Try to reverse layup did Jared Bacon, and a foul caught on the putback by Jones. Looks like it's going to be on Chancellor House, I believe. Nope, it's going to be on Garwood.
That's his third.
Jones shooting 2. And Dawson just not his night tonight, Dara.
He's had shooting 50% from the line so far. If he hits this one.
And he makes that one.
But he's been 1 of 2 each time. His last 3 times he's been at the free throw line.
Definitely need some of those free throws to have gone there for Dawson Jones.
It'll be important down the stretch if it stays close like this.
Hart to get it to House. Edwards. Had House right open right there, but it's a kickoff there by Johnston.
Kind of a smart play by Bacon. That doesn't cost you anything kicking it there, but House screened and then rolled, the old pick and roll.
Urbandale looking for a man. They do get it to Kyle Hart. Urbandale, 4-13, not playing like a 4-13 team really. Playing a lot of, I know the CIML is tough. As Chancellor House puts one up, he has just been a force.
Man, he just gave a little skip back to push the defender off him and then turned and put it in there.
There's Vanderswag, wanted a 3, didn't take it. That's a 10-point Urbandale lead.
Biggest of the ball game.
Kramer puts up a short jump shot, no good. Vanderswag looks like a foul's called on Urbandale.
And Hart, I think.
Kyle Hart.
Yeah. Second, 15 foul. So Urbandale pushing up there. They only had 5 fouls in the whole first half, and now they got 5 here in the third quarter.
What is the call?
Or is it a foul?
Or is it a technical?
Maybe somebody said something.
Oh, they tee up Kyle Hart.
Carl Hart. He must have said something after that foul.
Those officials, they can hear. They can hear. They got ears of a hawk.
Bacon with the free throw.
So again, give them free throw shots, and you're going to get some possessions. So Johnston with a huge opportunity to work themselves back into it, and Bacon hits them both.
And he's an 82% free throw shooter.
Smelling that bacon. I've enjoyed watching Jared. And out of the 3 years I've done this, I mean, I hate to rank athletes, but Jared Bacon's going to be one of my all-time favorite Johnston players in terms of just not just basketball, but all sports in general, leadership-wise, very good. As Johnston's going to have possession. Here's Kephart's into the game for Bacon, it looks like, and then Francis came in for Proctor.
It could be a big turnaround here. Go from a 10-point lead, cut it to 8. Now you could cut it to 6.
Kephart. You see an aggressive defense being played. Dawson Jones pulls up for a 3. Good! Dawson Jones from downtown. And a 47-42 Urbandale lead. As a man open, that's Miller. Miller loses control of it. Who's going to get it? It's going to be a jump ball. Urbandale keeps possession of it.
A 5-point swing there on that foul and the technical.
Coach Sandquist yelling instruction. They want house, but Jones saying nope, I can't let you come in here.
Plenty of time. They'll probably work it down to 1, I would think. 34 seconds.
And there's a foul called on Jaden Kephart.
That's a really bad one. Late, you're running the clock down here. I mean, you don't get to shoot, but it just adds another one, that 14 foul, so you're that much closer to shooting.
And Bacon comes right in for him, for Kephart. Here comes Kenton Toms.
Especially way up high, away from the basket. You don't like to see a foul up there.
Miller fakes the 3. He's going to feed it to... Here's a 3 ball here from Miller. No good. Rebound, Bacon. Bacon's got some time here. He's got a lot of time, actually. He can just...
Chance to cut this below 5.
And a foul called on Urbandale. That's going to put Johnston in the bonus. Let's put Urbandale in the... Johnston's going to be at 17 fouls there on Urbandale. Fouls on Maluski.
That's his second.
And the first free throw is good there by Jared Bacon. 6.8 seconds left on the clock.
The very last guy you want to foul on their team is the leading free throw shooter at 82%, I believe. Yep.
Bacon very much well a threat for Johnston. And he makes them both as a 47-44. Urbandale has some time here. Urbandale has some time. They're going to go all the way in as Kyle Hart puts it up, no good. And we're going to go into the halftime, into the fourth quarter. Urbandale leading 47-44. We'll be right back with more right after this.
The inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Here at Fireplace Superstore, we're building a new building because we wanted to add a little bit of room. Well, maybe more than just a little room. Mother Nature may have delayed our construction, but she hasn't delayed the sale. We're still making deals. So now's the time to beat the rush and come in to get the best deals on Central Iowa's largest selection of Heat and Glow fireplaces and gas inserts. Stop in today and see our fire experts. We'll find the Heat and Glow fireplace that's the best for your family at the best prices of the season. Heat and Glow, nobody builds a better fire.
Back live here on CISN.TV. We're going to start here in the fourth quarter. Johnston ahead. There's going to be Johnston behind 47-44 to Urbandale as we begin the fourth quarter. As here comes Jared Bacon, he brings it up.
But they went on a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes and some seconds in the third quarter to get this down to the 3-point game.
Johnston, A three-pointer ties it, so it's a one-possession game. You got to be thinking, Jared Bacon, we need you here.
Yeah, now Urbandale with the 7, they're in the bonus, so they can't afford to foul because they'll put Johnston to the line too. Staying with that 1-3-1.
Here's Bacon. Or no, should be Proctor try a shot, try to pass, but it looks like Bacon getting in control of it. His shot is no good. Rebounded there by Fredrickson. Fredrickson pushes it up the court.
House kind of knocked that to him, though. Good job by him.
Going up top. Should be going underneath the basket was hard. And now they get it to House, and here he comes. He puts it up, and it's good.
15 for Chancellor House.
A good, sort of a good, balance in the scoring right here so far for Urbandale. Jones on a fake shot, jump shot. He puts it up for 2, no good, and a foul is called on House.
So third on House, 8th team foul on Urbandale.
Dawson Jones at the line. He's had a rough night so far, and he makes the first one on the front end.
Pretty balanced scoring so far for Johnston. Bacon with 14 and then 10 each for Jones, Francis, and Jones and Francis and Kramer.
And he makes them both. Back to a 3-point lead. And a blow steal by Jaron Proctor, but he just couldn't save it just enough. Good job there by Jaron, though.
Starting to feel a little momentum switch to Johnston here defensively.
Yeah, had House open there for a little bit, and there's a foul, or no, a timeout called by Schmitz. We'll take a short timeout, a short 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this.
It's truck month, and we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
It's
Back live here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm here with Jar Danielson. I'm Cade Jones. 6:42 left in the fourth. Urbandale with a slim lead, 49-46 over Johnston. Garwood got it in there to Hart. Hart trying to drive his way around Proctor. Really, Jaron not giving him a whole lot of room there. John moving this ball around. Johnston staying in a man-to-man defense. Garwood almost lost control off the pass by Fredrickson, and a double dribble called on Garwood.
Johnston doing a lot better job falling off those screens and staying House over here, screened and then rolled back, and Jones stayed right with him, didn't let him go. And they've done a better job of that on this offense for Urbandale, and that time it worked into a turnover.
Here's a three-pointer for Dawson Jones. No good. He gets his own rebound. He's going to put it back up. He dunks it with 2 hands. And the crowd is up for Johnston.
1-point ball game.
Urbandale breaking that press. We're working this ball around. Garwood's going to try a big 3-ball. Good! And that quiets the Johnston crowd as Garwood puts up for 3. Here comes Bacon back the other way. Are you kidding me? Back-to-back 3-pointers for both teams. It's 52-51, Urbandale with the lead. Now we got a trap down there on Hart. He's going to try. He dumps it out here to Fredrickson. Fredrickson breaks the press, but the foul is called on Bacon.
Wow. It's cold outside, but heating up in the gym here a little bit.
Wow.
15 foul now on Johnston. But, man, how about Garwood stepping up and popping that, the freshman, but then Bacon right back. And
Urbandale, I think, forgot. You have got to guard him. You've got to know where he is because he can pull it up and they'll go in.
That's the trouble. You can't lose him late out there. He's kind of been quiet, but.
And there is a bucket in the foul. Man. Garwood.
What a power move with a guy all over you to power that one in.
And it's a 54-51 advantage. Could be a 4-point advantage if Garwood makes a free throw.
Dawson Jones with his second. And Johnston up to 16 fouls. So this could come down to free throws late here.
There's Garwood. Makes it. And it's a 4-point advantage here for Urbandale. The Jayhawks trying to pull off an upset here in Johnston. Johnston trying to move this ball around. Gets it to Jones. Jones is going to try to work his way around the freshman Garwood. He puts it up. Bucket won't count. Foul on the floor.
That's all right. Good move. He got the foul. And Garwood, his fourth, ninth team foul.
And here's Jones, the opportunity here. He can make it a one-possession game, and he's a very good free throw shooter, as we talked about in the pregame. And makes that first one.
Well, credit him. He was 3 of 6 out of his first 6 free throws. He's made the last 3 now. And this is when it counts in the fourth quarter.
He makes them both. It's a 55-53 game. And almost a bad pass. It goes off on Hart. And Johnston will have a chance to make it a tie game.
Momentum shifted to Johnston, seeing Urbandale rattled a little bit and a little more pressure out of Johnston on defense and forcing some turnovers by the Jayhawks.
Oh, nice pass to Bacon. He puts up for a 2-point shot. It goes in. It goes in. Jared Bacon with a huge 2-point shot, and the crowd is up. Again, back up for Johnston. 55-55. Who would have thought? Edwards. He's got Fredrickson open. Miller.
We'll see how Urbandale responds. Hart, if he can settle him down.
And this is where they'll need Kyle Hart right here. And it's poked away. It's poked away. Goes right into the hands of Kramer, and he slows it down, which is very, very smart on Grant's part.
Yeah, nice job to get his hand in there and poke that ball away.
Kramer gliding past everybody. He hits it for 2, and bucket and foul is called. The bucket is good.
Does that go against House? If it is, it's his fourth.
That is on Chancellor House, and they
That's
guard
his fourth. So House and Garwood both with 4, the 2 big men for Urbandale.
Looks like Garwood's going to come back into the game. Almost forgot to check in.
And that's the first time that Johnston's led since way back in the first quarter.
They're actually keeping House in. They took Miller out, put House still in. Yep, Johnston with a chance with Kramer to make it a 3-point lead. He gets it. And that full court press, not surprisingly, being applied by the Dragons. And it's off on Urbandale. I thought it was maybe off on Johnston. Kramer trying to plead his case, as well as Bacon. And I think Coach Sanquist yelled at him, "Don't worry about it." Maluski checks in for Edwards.
So here, Urbandale's got to find a way to break this Johnston pressure.
And it's almost a steal there by Proctor. This is a big possession for Urbandale. And a foul is called, and Johnston not happy with the call at all. Urbandale is.
Yeah, I didn't see him reach in. Maybe he got a little with the body, but Proctor picks up his third, and that puts him into 1-1. And sent Hart to the line. He's a 75% free throw shooter. He's not been to the line tonight.
He makes the first one. Kyle Hart
gets the front end, so he gets the bonus now. That's his first points of the fourth quarter. He's got 10. Average is 13, so just about at his average.
Pulls up, and he misses it on the back end. And here is a big possession for the Dragons as Jaron Proctor out on the top of the key.
Let's see if they run a little clock here. Pull that defense out a little bit. Try to force Urbandale to go to man.
Kramer making the call.
They're staying in that 1-3-1.
Kramer's got to. They're kind of working the ball around, kind of amongst their, up. All right, guys, here's Bacon going to pull up. Oh, wait, I thought he was going to pull up for a 3 right there. He set his feet, it looks like. But
it looked like it. It's hard to see
all the students right there. Vanderswag was at the line, had another chance to pull up for a shot at the line, the free throw line, that is. Didn't do it. Kind of taking down some of this clock. It's kind of understandable in a way.
Yeah, and working against that zone. If Urbandale's going to sit in the zone, try to pull him out.
Pulls in here Vanderswag, pull up for a free throw shot. It's good by Camden Vanderswag.
Whoa. Looked like for a minute he was thinking about that, was going to double clutch it.
And it's almost stolen away, and we got a foul called on Dawson Jones. And that puts Johnston, Urbandale, they're going to be in the bonus now.
That's not a bad foul, really, though. House is not a super free throw shooter, 39%. He has missed 1 or 2 tonight.
But in this game, anything can happen, really.
Yeah, it
so
seems like it.
What's going tonight.
And it's still the 1-and-1 here.
His first free throw. It's no good. Johnston with 2:20 left in the fourth. A chance to increase their lead. Vanderswag's open. Kramer against being guarded by Hart. He's trying to look for a man. He's got
5
Proctor.
count, close to the 5 count there. Right?
Well, nice move there by Jaron on Maluski. And Maluski's called for the foul. Got his hand right in there on Jaron Proctor.
It's double bonus here on out for Johnston. Wow, Urbandale was like controlling this game all the way until the fourth quarter here and kind of made a run.
Jaron's first free throw is no good. Edwards and Miller check in for House and Maluski.
And Proctor's a 58% free throw shooter.
And he misses them both. Oh, and Urbandale gets the rebound.
Big rebound by Miller there.
Big, huge rebound. Had Hart wide open right there on the cut. Didn't give it to him. Kyle Hart has it poked away from him by Grant Kramer. Here come the Dragons the other way. They're going to wait till everybody gets back, and they do.
Smart move. No hurry. You got a 4-point lead, minute and a half.
You know, it's kind of funny. I see an old Johnston player in the stands, actually. That is Regan Seams. I remember him very, very well. It's kind of good to see him back in Johnston. I don't know what he would be doing here. You think school was in session, but maybe he's just back for the weekend. But
Kyle Hart with a foul. That's his 4th.
And he makes the first one, does Proctor.
They get House back in there for Garwood. He's playing with 4.
And he makes them both. That's clutch right there by Jaron Proctor, and he goes out, and Francis comes in.
That makes it a 6-point ball game. Well, not a little too early to start jacking up the threes, but Urbandale's got to think about it if they have an open look at one here. They're running out of possessions.
Approaching a minute. Here's House. He's going to try to go in. Jones backs him off, though. Kyle Hart going all the way in. He puts up for a layup. It's good. Good job there by Kyle Hart, and a timeout called by Coach Schmitz. We'll take a short timeout as well. We'll be back live with more basketball right after this. Back live here on Central Iowa Sports Network. I'm Kay Jones alongside Dar Danielson. We're going to have an exciting finish. We're down to a minute left. 1 minute left in an exciting rivalry game, Johnston and Urbandale. Johnston will start with possession. We got a little thunderstruck being played.
They've outscored Urbandale 18-11 in the fourth quarter.
He has wide open is Francis on the other end. He catches it in stride. He's going to put it up. It's good. Eric Francis gets to 2 and puts him up by 6, and it's stolen away by Jones. And Coach Sandquist just says, slow down. And
Gardner.
That's Gardner with the foul. Sends Dawson Jones to the line.
That's exactly what Urbandale didn't want. Turnover and then the foul.
And he makes him first one, 65-58. House, Edwards, Hart, and Maluski, Garwood, and one more person. Nope, maybe just, I don't know. Let's see here. Nope, Gardner goes out too.
Johnston now 8 of 9 free throws here in the fourth quarter when you need them.
And he misses that one right there.
Didn't want to jinx him. 8 of 10, but 80 pretty good. Only missed 2 free throws.
And he puts it in. Here's House going to put it for a hook shot. It's good. He puts him back in within 5. A timeout called by Coach Schmitz. We'll take a short timeout as well. We'll be back with more basketball right after this.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
And we've got the inventory in Waukee.
At Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get $13,000 off select new Silverado 4x4 All-Star Edition crew cabs. New 2016 Silverado double cab, only $9.99 to its signing. And that includes all taxes and fees. Only $265 per month. New 16 Cruise 1LT Limited, only $9.99 to its signing. Includes all taxes and fees, only $119 per month.
This will be an experience you'll always remember.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Back live, high school basketball, Central Iowa Sports Network. Johnston will start with the possession. They're up 65-60 with 33.9 seconds left.
Credit Johnston. They really adjusted well to Urbandale's offense here in the fourth quarter.
And they get it across here, yeah, and you were right about, adjusting to the offense. Or excuse me, adjusting to what Urbandale was really trying to do.
Cutting off those pick and rolls, and Fredrickson gets the foul. His second. And Kramer to the line for 2.
Makes that first one. It's 66-60.
9 of 12 free throws now in the fourth quarter for Johnston.
He makes the second one, 67-60. A 3-possession game.
10 of 13 free throws.
And Urbandale's going to have to go.
They got to shoot a 3 quick here.
And there's times ticking off. We're down to the 20s. They got to go. Gets it to House. A lot of time ticked off right there. Who's going to get this rebound? It goes off on Urbandale with 12.4 left. Vanderswag in. Proctor out.
Grant Garwood in for House for Urbandale. But unless you get a quick turnover, and they don't, and that's going to about do it for Urbandale here with 11 seconds to go.
Johnston with 11 seconds. Ahead 67-60 over Urbandale. Makes that first one, and that should probably seal the deal. And there goes Johnston putting in some players off the bench.
Having the seniors come out.
Some seniors actually, I think like some seniors are coming in and some seniors are coming out. It looks like Francis goes out. I know that Tariq Palasic is in there, as well as Nick Voss. Just some seniors that don't maybe get to see the action that some their counterparts do. they get a play. A 68-60 Hart drives all the way in, misses it though, and he shows the clear frustrations kind of tonight by Urbandale. But boy, they played Johnston to a tough game tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's been the issue throughout the season with Urbandale closing out games.
5.2 left. He makes that first one.
So he'll get the bonus.
Johnston is checking in. Dawson Jones gets the rebound and a foul called on Urbandale. And
that may be on Garwood, might be his last. Kind of academic at this point, but
what
I guess it is.
Job battle tonight by the Johnston Dragons.
Trevor Miller with the foul.
Makes that first one. And Jared Bacon's going to come off to a great standing ovation from the hometown Dragons.
Sits down with 19 points.
And Jones puts the exclamation point on it, 70-61. And here comes Kyle Hart. He'll shoot a three at the last second. He makes it. That's a good job by Kyle. And that's going to be the game. Johnston gets the victory, 70-64. We'll be right back to wrap things up right here from Johnston High School when we return.
They think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Back live here on the Central Iowa Sports Network, Cade Jones. Along with Dar Danielson. Dar, let's get ready to wrap things up here. Johnston wins an exciting matchup here tonight. They win at 70-64 over Urbandale. Let's go over the scoring.
Run down the scoring for you for Urbandale. Chancellor House, the big man, was 17. 16 for Kyle Hart. 10 for Trevor Miller. 8 for Grant Garwood. 7 for Cade Fredrickson. 6 for Jared Edwards. 4 Johnston, 19 for Jared Bacon, 18 for Dawson Jones, 17 for Grant Kramer, 12 for Eric Francis, Camden Vanderswag off the bench with 2, and then Jaron Proctor with 2. It was Urbandale 16-11 after 1, 33-28 at the half. They led, Urbandale did. Then it was 47-44 after the third period. Then the fourth period, Johnston outscores Urbandale 26-17. They go on to the 70-64 victory. They move to 9-10 on the season. Urbandale falls to 4-14. What a ball game! Pretty good ball game there, Gabe.
Great ball game. I just really enjoyed the camaraderie by both teams and the school spirit showed. And both, I like Urbandale came in, nothing to lose. They played like they had nothing to lose.
And again, you credit Johnston late. They were jumping off those screens and dropping back and not letting the pick and roll go that they had throughout the game. And then Urbandale couldn't find a way to get back on the scoreboard. Johnston turned up the defense and then turned that into offense. So good adjustments by Johnston in the fourth quarter.
Very good adjustments. Well, Dar, we'll wrap it up. You'll probably see you next time at the state girls basketball tournament. We'll be covering first round action and all semifinal games for all classes 1A through 5A. But I just wanted to, before we sign off here, I want to give a big thank you to all that were part of my journey here at Johnston High School. That includes our producers, Dan and Dustin, who all the work they do behind the scenes. Pete Tarpey, the guru here for Central Iowa Sports Network. Jeff Talaferro, who ran High School Cube. Gary Ross, the Johnston Athletic Director. Our great announcers, Brandon Cleve and Terry Hatfield, who did the football games for us here at Johnston, and I got the opportunity to work with. Also got to thank, obviously, none of this is made possible without the great athletes and coaches and the people here at Johnston High School. I thank each and every one of them. And lastly, I got to thank My mom and dad came to all the games and most of the games, and were able to do the camera work for me as well, and they did a lot more outside of that. So one last thank you to all those wonderful people. This is Cade Jones. For Dar Danielson, this is Cade Jones signing off one last final time here at Central Iowa Sports Network, and also for the High School Cube as well, for all those folks over there. Thank you and good night, and for one last time, go Dragons.